Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Green Branch Park here in Elmer, New Jersey for a Cumberland County clash between the Bullies and the Cobras. Two teams that met earlier this season, and the Bullies pretty much bullied their way to a 26-0 victory, so you know that the Cobras are going to want to exact some revenge on that. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and Ariel, it's not exactly a spring-like day. I have a nice cool breeze blowing, so they won't be sweating too much, I don't think, but it's a little bit too cool for me. How about you?
It's a little brisk out here. The wind isn't that bad, at least right now, but this is, no matter what, this is an important game for the Cobras. This is win and you're in. They have no other option. The game behind us going on right now is for the third seed between the Tri-County Owls and the Vikings.
It's
a close game right now. The Vikings just scored a touchdown, so I think it's only, a 2-3 point game at this point.
The score says 17-16, so it's a one-pointer.
Yeah, so they're playing for third place, but that doesn't matter to the Cobras who wins in this one. They have to beat the Bullies, or they are out of the playoffs. The playoffs do start next week, so this game is vastly important to them.
Yeah, they are coming in at 2-4. They need a win to even qualify for the playoffs. Of course, we already know the New Jersey Militia have the top seed clinched. The Bullies are pretty much the second seed.
Clinched, yes.
They have clinched the second seed, so it's just a matter of the final three positions. The two teams playing here, the winner moves on, and the Cobras must win or their season is over. So that's pretty much what we face today. We're here in Elmer, New Jersey for Quinn Broadcasting's coverage of the NEAFL. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, we're just about set for the start of today's game between the Cobras and the Bullies. As we mentioned, we have a 6-1 Bullies team. The Cobras can play their way into the playoffs with a win today. They are 2-4, but if they get that third win, based on the result of the game just before this one where the Owls defeated the Vikings, the Tri-County Owls 30 and the Central Jersey Vikings 16, a win by the Cobras would put them into the playoffs as the number 4 seed. So with Fred Melendez, Ariel Melendez, glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, and on Channel 22 for those of you who are sitting in the cozy comforts of your recliner at home with all the snacks ready to go. This game very much important for the Cobras today.
Yeah, as we've mentioned, and we'll probably mention a couple times, this is extremely important to the Cobras, and the fact that if they don't win today, their season is over. This is the final week of the regular season. Bullies have already made it to the playoffs. They've got the number 2 spot after that loss to the Militia that we were at a couple weeks ago. Militia off this week, number 1 seed. If the Cobras do win, that gives them a tough task heading into next week up in Jackson. They'll take on the top-seeded Militia if the Cobras do indeed win this game. By virtue of their victory just now, the Tri-County Owls have the 3rd seed, and as of this moment, the Vikings hold that 4th and final playoff spot. So the Vikings are hoping that the Bullies are going to take care of business.
Yeah, that's the key. If the Bullies can defeat the Cobras, the Vikings maintain that 4th seed and advance into the playoffs. So that is something that the Cumberland Cobras can change with a victory today, but they must win, or otherwise, like as we've said, their season is done. The first meeting between these two teams, it pretty much was a very close game to the end. I think it was something like 9-0 towards the end of the game, but 2 quick scores by the Militia. I'm sorry, not by the Militia, by the I'm looking at all sorts of scores. The Bullies here led to a 26-0 defeat of the Cobras. So you know that the Cobras would like to avenge this loss, and they have extra incentive, 2 incentives really, revenge and the playoffs. Those 2 are very big incentives for the Cobras, and it is the Cobras that will be receiving the opening kick. We'll get the had a chance to interview both head coaches. We'll get to that probably during halftime. Otherwise, we're just going to go and watch some football for you here on Quinn Broadcasting. Thank you for being with us, and as you watch the game, make sure that you hit the like button on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, and we're trying to check in with who is watching on Facebook Live every now and then. When we get breaking the action, we'll try to mention. Okay, we're waiting for the change before we get the kickoff. And it will be the Bullies kicking off to the Cobras. One of the things about semi-pro football is that you get volunteers to do things like the chain gang and the down marker.
Yeah, it looks like we do have 3 people heading over. And the thing with it, they always get help from the refs too. It's not like they're kind of on their own and not knowing what they're doing. You always got the ref over there to kind of help them out, make sure the downs are right, make sure the chains are in the right spot.
What was that?
And we got a little incentive to run the chain crew. Apparently, you run chain crew, you get free concessions today.
Oh, there you go.
Now, they already had chain crew when he said that, so he better stick to it.
Oh, yeah. Now, we do have an operating clock, and we'll see if we can keep that close to the way that the officials keep the time on the field. Pretty sure the officials still keep the official time on the field. Now, the kick was out of bounds. The clock is still running, so already I can see a problem with the clock that's on the field. So that's just a guide more than anything. The kickoff out of bounds, that means that it'll be a nice short field for the Cobras to start with.
Yeah, and what's going to be important for this Cobras team is limit the mistakes. As you'll hear later from our head coach, but it's something that Coach Gibbs said is the team that has the least amount of mistakes is probably the one that's going to win this game. So Cobras getting a chance on offense first, so they finally did stop the ball.
Now with the out-of-bounds kickoff, the Cobras will start this possession at the 40-yard line. Now we're at ground level here, so some of the views will be either blocked or angled in a way that we can't fully tell where the ball is.
I might have to do a little standing.
Yeah,
today.
we might have to get up off the seats a little bit to see things, but nonetheless, we are here. Cumberland County representing today. It's the Bullies versus the Cobras, and the Cobras have the first chance on offense from their own 40-yard line. They have 3 receivers split to the right side.
That is Magic Mears behind center there. The usual starting quarterback for this Cobras team.
Hands off and breaking free for the moment. Number 0, that's number 0 for the Cobras. That is A.J. Empson. So he gets the first carry of the day.
Give him a 5 on the carry.
Yeah, there's no yard markers. It's just every 10 yards are marked. And
yeah, well, if we're going to go kind of what the scoreboard operators are doing, they gave him 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, it looks like he got more than 6 and 7 to me. He got more than halfway to the 50, so that's more than 5. Just saying. We're going to call it second down and a long 3. Maybe 4 yards. We'll call it the 46. We're just going to guess at the yardage, simply because the only lines on the field are the 10-yard marks.
Yeah, and as you'll probably notice, we've got an entire Bullies team in front of us.
Yep. Good snap from center. Across the middle! It is just missed, as that play was pretty well devised. The number 11, the intended receiver, Tamar Jackson, he is a key playmaker for the Cobras, and that one just led him a little bit too much. So it's third down. Ball is back at the 46-yard line, so it'll be third down and 4. We are glad to have you with us on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live. You can follow us there. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Quinn Broadcasting. And we're on Instagram, where you can follow us at qbc.tv too. Key third down right off the get-go here for the Cobras. Again, shotgun formation by Mears. Single setback, gets the carry. Epson, he's going to be short of the 50. He's still digging, so we'll see where he lands. He's close, but I don't know that he got it.
Yeah, it was a quick handoff there to Empson. He might be a yard, maybe half a yard short. And they do say 4th down. That's 4th and I think a long one.
Well, this is very makeable, and you want to get some good momentum right off the get-go. So let's see if they can convert a 4th and 1 from their own 49-yard line. Opening drive of this game. Cobras need a victory to make the playoffs. If they do not win, they are done for the season. Already locked into the playoffs are the Bullies in the 2nd seed. Quarterback sneak, looked like he was initially bumped, but he surged forward for what should be a 1st down. So Mears just kept it. And where he is beyond the 50-yard line. Let's see if they mark him there.
They do say 1st down.
Okay, so he got 2 yards just beyond the 50-yard line. That was enough. So we'll have to call that the 49-yard line of the Bullies, 1st and 10.
Okay, just getting a little help there from the official. I did notice that in the first game as well, that the clock is not supposed to stop, they said, on a 1st down. So we're a little getting it as we go.
1st and 10 from the 49 of the Bullies. Hand off into the middle of the line, and the white-shirted Bullies really stacked it up.
I don't know if he got anything.
One of the main lead tacklers there, Jaden Wright, number 9. Very happy with the way that they closed up that hole.
Yeah, he actually lost a couple.
Yeah, he lost 2 yards. They're back at their own 49. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Cobras. Trying to make something happen on this opening possession of the game. This is where you might look for a pass play, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, the Cobras have primarily stayed on the ground. They tried to pass earlier to Jackson. That one didn't connect, but you have to think this is a situation where you could look to the air.
2nd and 12. Mears hands off. Good break. He's breaking tackles along the line of scrimmage as he scoots to the right side. A very strong run by number 34. And that's one of the numbers I do not have. We'll try to get that for you at some point. 34. Write that down so we can get somebody to chase down that number. But very nice gain. And it was plenty for the 1st down. As the chains have been moved. Ball is near the 40-yard line of the Bullies.
Yeah, he was very close to breaking that one off at the end. Made a couple nice cuts to get it to the outside, and maybe just needed one more block and he would have gone a long way.
A new set of downs for the Bullies near the 40-yard line of the, the other way around. The Cobras at the 40 of the Bullies. Mears awaits the snap.
He's got a running back to his left.
That's going to be Epson trying to bust it to the left side. He's strung out, and the ball comes loose, and there's not going to be any way that the...
Well, no, they're blowing the whistle.
Oh, wow. That's a big break.
So I don't know. I wonder if they're saying he was down.
Well, Curtis Reese almost ran it back to the end zone, but if he's ruled down, it will go for naught.
So that ends up being a fortunate play for the Cobras, as nobody was stopping the Bullies from getting that touchdown right there.
Yeah, once Curtis Reese picked it up, there were no red jerseys anywhere around him.
Well, we're still saying 1st down. So I was going to say he did switch. So he did lose. Looks like he lost maybe 1. Very close to the...
Yeah, the marker is right there on top of the...
We'll go 2nd and 11, yeah. 2nd and 10 and a half.
Something like that, yes. Mears takes the handoff, quick toss to the right. Is complete, good dodging of a tackle. The catch made by number 6 for the Cobras.
That was Bell on the catch and run.
Yeah, we've seen him do some good things this year. Cam Bell.
That was a quick fake handoff to the running back and a quick throw there from Mears. A good job to get that one out quick because he saw Bell wide open there. A good job by Bell to make this a much more manageable third down. Looks like it might be about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
So a manageable play for the Cobras to get another first down, trying to score on this opening drive. The clock showing us 8 minutes to go. That's a rough estimate of the actual time, which again is kept on the field by the officials. It's just nice to have.
Well, I think we pretty much are using the clock because they do seem kind of correcting, making sure the clock is where it's supposed to be. But yeah, generally, as we've seen, the officials are pretty good at keeping that on field too.
Man in motion to the far side. They hand it off, trying to get a block for him there. And a good open field tackle. That is number 5 for the Bullies making the tackle, Kenzie Williams.
And he didn't let him go. Well, he got enough. That's what matters for the Bullies, and that's a player we don't know, number 34. Got enough for the first down before he was wrapped up.
Good job of speeding out to the corner to make sure he picked up the first down. So new set of downs for the Cobras as, again, they're trying to score on their first possession. They need the victory to move on to the playoffs next week, as this is the finale of the regular season.
Yeah, they could use a touchdown on this first drive right here. We've already used up a healthy amount of the clock so far. We're nearly halfway through this first quarter. Actually, we're over halfway.
Here's looking to throw. He's got a man wide open.
There is a flag.
There is actually, it was a Bully playing center, left field technically. As I didn't see him there, he just kind of played the long pass. Willie Palmer was the defender on the play, intended for Jackson.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the call on the field is. That is a hold on the Cobras, so even if that was caught, it would not have mattered.
Yeah, that's going to cost him 10 yards.
So, turns into a 2nd and 20.
Yeah, he had Jackson streaking down that left side. Palmer played it pretty well, though. Didn't see it there until the ball got there, but he was there to defend quite well. So the ball back around the 40-yard line of the Bullies. 2nd and 20 coming up for the Cobras.
Yeah, it's been tough for the Cobras to kind of establish themselves on the correct side of the field. They keep getting a little bit over to the Bully side and then get pushed back to see if they can come up with a big play.
On the run, 34 is met right along the line of scrimmage. They try a little inside trap play, but it didn't work as the Bullies front line right there to make sure it didn't go anywhere.
And it looks like it is no gain. The down marker staying exactly where it is. So you have to think 3rd and 20. Well, they never started the clock on that play, so we've got about 6 minutes according to what we have. I don't know why the clock didn't start running here, but
yeah.
You have to think Mears is going to the air and no running back to be seen. 3 receivers out right. A man in motion.
Again, they faked the 34 this time. Mears airs it out deep, looking for that man behind the defense. And he catches it for the touchdown. Was that Bell? I don't know if it was 6 or 8. It looks like 6, so that would be Cam Bell.
And that is just the play the Cobras needed. It is Cam Bell getting the handshakes and the camera time, so that is the start the Cobras needed.
Yeah, they needed to get on the scoreboard right away, and that's what they do. Now the extra point attempt coming up. Or will they go for 2 points?
Let's see, they're in the huddle like they're going to run a play. As you think if this is just a kick, there's really not much to talk about. So, I do believe the Cobras are going to go for 2. I think we see that a lot from this Cobras team. I don't know that we've seen them kick too often. And it is Mears. Behind center.
They are going to go for 2 here. High snap. Nice job of handling it. Mears rolls to his right. And he throws it. I think it goes incomplete.
Yeah, it was intended for Jackson. He was waving his arm to let Mears know that he was open, but they got the touchdown. That was what mattered to them most here.
So they are on the board now. The clock showing 6:14. Probably a little less than 6 minutes to go.
We've got about 5:36.
Okay. Trying to keep time as best as we can. So it'll be the Cobras kicking off to the Bullies for their first possession. But Ariel, that's a key first opening drive.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was maybe going to be as successful. The Cobras obviously had that big holding penalty that put them 20 yards back in the first place. The run game was working a little bit, but the Bullies' front line was doing a pretty good job of not letting anybody break loose. But Mears had plenty of time to air that one out to Bell, and he took care of the rest. And yeah, that first score for the Cobras goes a long way with this Bullies team, especially the fact that they didn't score in the game against the Bullies, against the Bullies last time out. So getting points is what matters first. Now the defense has to go to work.
So the Cobras will be kicking off. A 6-0 lead here. First quarter activity at Green Branch Park in Elmer today. Quinn Broadcasting, glad to be with you. Our internet is in and out, so we'll try to see if we can pick up who's watching online and all that to give you the credit that we always give you. We appreciate your watching, and we tip the cap to you with our mentions that you are watching. That's how we do it here.
Ray, you gonna do something?
6-0 the score. Cobras getting set to kick off. Tamar Jackson will be kicking off for the Cobras. Checks everybody to make sure they're ready. Line drive kick pretty well nailed. Again, our view is not exactly great because of the way that the sidelines are, but it's a great return. And that is number 6 for the Bullies, returning it, Bruce Williams. He gets it beyond the 40-yard line.
He was, again, a block or 2 away from taking that all the way. Fielded that pretty deep, almost near the goal line. So ends up with a tremendous return to put the Bullies in good field position.
Again, where our views of the field are a little bit skewed. But what we'll do is try to base it on where the down markers are placed. And it looks like it's just beyond the 40-yard line, because the down marker for a first down is at the 49. So we'll call it the 41.
And yeah, I was going to say the down marker is actually right next to where it says 42. So we like when it works out that way.
1st and 10 for the Bullies from their own 41-yard line.
This is the first time we'll see. It's Ryan Shelton again at quarterback. Coach Gibbs talked about him being first time at quarterback last week.
Oh, what a tackle right near the line of scrimmage. I saw a 3. Let's see if I get the other number. Our mystery 34 made the tackle.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? And actually gets, I don't know if he gets 1 maybe?
Yeah, 1 yard, because the actual down marker is a yard away from the chain. So 1 yard. 2nd and 9 from the Bullies' 42-yard line.
This is where if you're the Cobras, you want to try and force the Bullies to go 3 and out. You got on the scoreboard first. You want to try and limit what they can do.
Back to throw. It kind of lays up in the air, and it's thrown out of bounds. Nobody was going to catch that one.
That was a wobbler for sure. Out of bounds. I don't know if Sheldon just didn't see anything and he was just trying to get it away from anybody.
Looked like they had some pretty good pressure on the quarterback too, that front line.
He's getting the tight huddle, so they're getting the tight huddle.
So 3rd and 9, and the Cobras are 1 play away from shutting the Bullies down on their first drive.
You'd have to figure they'll go into the air again as they send 2 receivers to the left. I believe 2 to the right. Single setback right next to Ryan Shelton at quarterback. He is straight drop. He is sacked behind the line of scrimmage, number 34. We're going to have to get this man's number. A sack, a very key defensive play, and that'll set up 4th down and long.
Yeah, let's see, did he lose 10? Looks like we're right about, we're about 10 yards back of that 40. So we're looking at possibly 4th and 19 maybe?
Yeah, that's going to force a punt. Yeah, 4th and 20, and that'll force a punt. I don't think they'll go for a 4th and 20.
Yeah, not this deep in your own, at least not in your own territory at least. You're not deep back, but you're in a position where you don't want to go for it here. So Cobras did their job, scored on the opening drive, and shut the Bullies down with a 3 and out here. Not something we see often from this Bullies team.
Back to receive the punt is Cam Bell. This one's a high punt that bounces. Bell's going to let it go. It's going to roll a little bit further and down by the Bullies. Near, it looks like it's inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, maybe the 17.
Again, we'll just base our guess at the yardage based on where they put the sticks. Yeah, very good punt there. Number 6 on the punt for the Bullies. So we can give them credit for that action again. Bruce Williams. So we're seeing a lot of the same names getting things done for both teams.
Yeah, it's not that unusual in semi-pro football that a lot of these guys play multiple positions, and you'll see them kind of doing multiple things on defense, special teams, kind of areas like that where you'll see guys kind of giving it their all on each side.
That ball's around the 15-yard line or so.
Yeah, Bell doing the right thing, though, on letting that one drop because it was going to bounce in front of him. And with a defender right in front of him, you don't want to bobble it in any way because it could turn into a turnover. So I think that was the right play from Bell.
Absolutely. They live to see another play, as they say. No fumble, recovery by the defense. First and 10 for the Cobras, back around their own 15-yard line.
And I was going to say, they got to get the snap.
Quick toss, we have a flag down on the play.
And it was immediate, too, so it was an immediate flag, so.
Yeah, our view was completely blocked, so I didn't see who caught that one.
It looked like number 19 on the Cobras is who made the catch, but I don't think it's going to matter.
There is a flag on the play. Usually it's against the offense.
And they aren't pushing the Cobras back 10 yards, so I have to think this was a hold.
So that's back inside the 10-yard line, around the 5 or 6 yard line. Not exactly the way you want to go here, but it's first and 20 for the Cobras, back inside their 10-yard line. Mears awaits the snap from center in the shotgun once again. Straight drop back throw, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, the closest one to that was actually Kenzie Williams on the Bullies, but it was too far for him to try and reel in the interception.
So that'll set up second and 20. That's Jackson who's checking back into the game, number 11. On second and long, I think, just guessing here, you might want to just try to run the ball and get as many yards as you can to set up a better third down play.
Yeah, because you're close enough to your end zone where you don't want to waste any time and give up a big defensive play. So Mears does have a running back to his right. But he does drop back.
He throws, and the ball is tipped.
That was off the hands of Jackson. Tried to reel that one in. And yeah, I'm a little surprised they went to the air on that one because now it's 3rd and 20. Where you're going to have to go to the air now.
And they're back inside their own 10-yard line, so you have to be careful with any kind of a turnover situation.
Yeah, that's why it was a little surprising to me that they...
And 6-0 Cobras as they face a 3rd and 20. Wind starting picking up all of a sudden, as you can hear it on our headsets. Mears just hands off this time, and number 2 on the tackle for the Bullies that time. That was Epson who tried to get some yardage, but he was denied.
That's Ryan Shelton, the quarterback for the Bullies. And I don't know how much. He got a couple. Yard marker's still in the same spot, though. I don't know.
So basically, the Cobras now find themselves punting out of their own end zone.
He may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage based on where the down marker is.
Yeah, not much happening there in terms of any extra yards he picked up. So it'll be 4th, we'll call it 20. And a punting formation. And this one's going to go along the sideline. It stays in bounds, stayed in bounds for a second, but Carlton Lawrence couldn't get to it to pick it up and run it. So as effective a punt as it could be from the position of the field where the Cobras were. Ball is going to be in Cobras territory, looks like. Let's see where they spot the ball here.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
So welcome back to Green Branch Park here in Elmer, New Jersey, the site of today's game between the two Cumberland County entries in the NEAFL. Ball is inside the Cobras territory. Got as good a punt as you can get on that. I think he's punting into the wind as well, because the way it's coming out, it seems to be in the face of the Cobras for the punt.
Yeah, and it did a nice job once it kind of hit the field and bounced a little bit further back. And as you said, went out of bounds before Lawrence could take it anywhere.
Well, the official spotted squarely on the 50-yard line, so that is where the Bullies take over their second possession of the game, trailing 6-0. Hand off, bouncing it outside. We have a flag down. He still got it loose though, and now cuts up the middle. And I'll tell you what, he turned about a 3 or 4 yard loss into a gain. However, there's yellow on the turf.
Yeah, on the carry. Well, I don't know that we have who was on the carry because that was 26.
26 or 23?
Was it 23? Some of these numbers are, well,
tough.
regardless, it's getting pushed back anyway. Yeah, sorry, I think it was 23.
So they're going to mark off some yardage against the Bullies here.
So I didn't see the call, but I have to think that was a hold. They are back 10 yards. So the Bullies now in a 1st and 20 situation.
Great effort by Ron Tuck, but it didn't matter much. 2nd and just about 20. Back to throw. Oh, and he gets the ball off. And did he catch the ball again? Our view was completely blocked. I guess he caught it, but there wasn't much to gain there.
Well, it is a catch. We know that.
Yeah, Ron Tuck caught the ball. Some good awareness by Ryan Shelton to know he had to get rid of the football.
And I think, let's see, do they get?
There's also some yellow on the turf again. Yeah, all the way across the field.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see.
I haven't seen a call made yet.
No, I have not either.
And everyone seems to be where they just were.
Looks like it's going to be.
Well, he picked up the flag. I don't know. So was it against the?
Yeah, it's ineligible man downfield, I
so
believe.
we're attacking on 10 more.
Yeah, that was the indication by the referee.
1st and 30? Is that what we're looking at right now?
Pretty much. Yeah, they started this drive at midfield, and now they're back around the 30-yard line.
Well, we're still trying to figure things out here. I think the Bullies are just trying to figure out where the ball is supposed to be spotted. We're going 1st and 30. They're going 1st and 25. But regardless, it's 1st and a lot.
Yeah, it's more than 20. No. It's a long way to go.
Well, yeah, the yard markers down here are at the 50 and 40. And we're maybe at the 30.
Quick pass is complete. Has some running room. And making a tackle, looks like
that's Bell on the
makes
tackle.
the tackle. The reception for the Bullies made by number 15, and that is Jaquan Mace. So again, a good job by Shelton to get that ball out quickly.
So makes this a much more manageable 2nd down. They got a lot of yards on that there.
About 17 or 18 of them.
So
now 2nd down and 12 or so. From the 48-yard line of the Bullies. 2 men split to the left side for Cumberland Bullies. Shelton, he might have drawn somebody offside.
Well, I don't
Shelton
see a flag.
Is getting away momentarily, and now he's sacked out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't.
But if it's against.
Oh, no, there is a flag. I didn't see it over there. Yep. I was going to say the Cobras kind of jumped there. But we're going to find out if they were. No, the ref is pointing the Cobras' way. That is offsides on the Cobras.
So that's 5 yards in favor of the Bullies. So it'll be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go for the 1st down.
And we'll find out soon how much time is actually left. The clock here is 1:50. We've got under 30 seconds, so we'll see maybe what the situation is there.
Well, it's only 2nd down. That's the good news for the Bullies. They have 2 plays to get the 8 yards. Quick toss again. This one is a little bit low. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Shelton was again looking for Mace there. I think there was just a little miscommunication. Mace wasn't fully turned around yet for the throw. Shelton had to get it out quick.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Bullies. They're at the Cobra 48-yard line. Ryan Shelton at quarterback brings his troops to the line of scrimmage for this 3rd down play. Shelton, a little sweep play. Good coverage and a loss of 2. That was just good pursuit by the Cobras there.
Looked like I saw number 10 in there.
And number 10 for the Cobras. That would be William Dudley. Great pursuit, though, to make that tackle. And you can see that Lawrence was very frustrated on that play. Didn't have a chance to get that speed going.
We'll see. It looks like the Bullies are going to go for it.
Fourth and 10.
Yeah.
They need to get to the Cobra 40-yard line to maintain possession and keep the drive going. Shelton has time across the middle. It's complete. First down pickup, and now he's going to break the defense and go the distance. The catch made by Jaquan Mace, a 50-yard touchdown. Shelton fired it in there.
Yeah, there was a chance that the Cobras were going to stop that right after it was caught, but a nice job by Mace on the catch and run. And once he got those legs going, nobody was catching him. He took off with a burst of speed there.
So the Bullies have a chance to tie, well, they did tie with that. Have a chance to take the lead. And we'll see if they go for 2 or 1 here. They're huddling up, so my guess is they're going for 2.
Yeah, the Cobras weren't successful on their 2-point attempt. We'll see if the Bullies can take the lead with a successful 2-point conversion. Shelton does have the running back to his left, Ron Tuck. 3 receivers to the right.
Yeah, they're edging their way over outside.
Shelton's trying to get him to move out further.
Lawrence out there. William Walls is out there.
And I see Mace out there as well, just 1 to the left.
He is looking to his right. Shelton is chased out of the pocket. He's going to try to run for it. All by himself in the corner, but it goes through the hands.
That's Ron Tuck, who would have had an easy 2-point conversion. Shelton did have to hurry the throw a little bit, and I think Tuck was afraid of how close he was to the out-of-bounds line there. So 2 2-point conversions, both unsuccessful from either team, but we do have a tie game, and I'm guessing 43 seconds left then.
Clock shows 43 seconds. We're going to take a timeout here for the kickoff that will be made by the Bullies. We're all tied up 6-6.
Interview right here. I mean, we got more coming. 15 all the way, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll take a look at the replay first, actually.
Okay, here we go. This is the touchdown play. Yeah, he just fired it right in the middle. And
Yeah, but you look at the way he breaks away. And watch that speed. Once he catches that second wind there, nobody's catching him. It's a nice job by Bullies.
so a big-time 50-yard touchdown play ties the game. And we have the Bullies set to kick off. A lot of chatter going on there. Not sure what it's about. All right, so the Bullies are lining up to make the kickoff in a tie game, 6-6.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Bullies kicker, I think. The Bullies don't have a kicker on the field.
No. Well,
Oh, now they do. Well, no, I'm not sure.
I don't know if he's the main kicker.
The Bullies are counting, and the refs are calling out, and that is going to be a delay of game.
Okay, so that delay of game.
So I don't know who kicked anything right there, but
Looks like Zach Douglas did the kick with the Leeds.
if anything, I think it was at that point an onside kick. But
Yeah, he did try an onside kick, but
I think at that point he was just trying to get the kick off. But we'll try this one again.
I don't know if they moved the ball back though.
I don't. we're trying. Well, they would have moved it up, wouldn't they?
But the delay of game's on the kicking team, isn't it?
Yeah, but doesn't that end up? I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
Well, we're going to get a kickoff eventually.
No, now they're moving it back.
Yeah. Delay game
We're
penalty,
trying.
5 yards.
We're all trying here.
They should move it back to the 35.
We're all doing the best we can.
All right, so once again, kickoff opportunity here. Zach Douglas, number 8, getting set to put the ball in play.
See if it ends up being a full kick or if they try the onside again.
This is a full one. Going to come down near the 20-yard line. Bobbled and picked up, running it back across the 30. He's got some running room. Campbell down the sideline, cuts it back in, cuts it back out, and finally tackled near the Bullies' 20-yard line. So big time return by Campbell sets up the Cobras in great field position.
Yeah, this has almost been kind of the opposite of what we've seen from both of these teams. The Cobras look a lot more refreshed and like they have confidence. And I mean, in a game where you're winning, you're in, you're going to have a little more juice in the tank to make things happen. But this is a well-polished Cobras team right now.
Well, you like the fact that Campbell picked it up. He had a little difficulty with a bobble, but once he got it corralled, he was off to the races.
And about 30 seconds left. Cobras don't have to hurry per se, but you want to make this an efficient drive.
Looks like the down marker's just inside the 20-yard line. So we'll call it the 19-yard line. Big time return by Campbell.
And
about 60-yard return as it turns out.
And on the touchdown earlier, Mears did throw it quite a bit of distance. It was ended up with a 40-yard touchdown. He only needs 20 here, so we'll see what they decide to do. He's got running backs to both sides.
Mears throws to his right side, incomplete.
I didn't even see anybody over there.
There was somebody there, but I don't think he had much of a chance to catch it.
Well, yeah, it looked like he wasn't even going the same direction as the throw. That was the intended receiver was Bryce Bartley.
So all that, no further advancement of the ball. Will be second down and 10 at the Bullies' 19-yard line. All tied up at 6-6. Clock showing 28 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, the good thing for the Cobras on that one was that really only took 3 seconds off the clock. So they've still got time to punch this one in to end this first quarter.
Mears in shotgun. He hands off to our number 34. Breaks some tackles, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. Touchdown from the 19-yard line, and we definitely have to find out who that is. It's number 34 for the Bullies.
Cobras.
Cobras. Yes, we'll get it right. But what a run. He just busted it to the left side and was gone.
Yeah, once he broke that first tackle, had plenty of space in front of him, and only took 2 plays for the Cobras after that nice return from Campbell. It looks like they are going to try to go for 2 again. Well, the Cobras up 12-6. They will try to make this 14 with a touchdown here, or with a 2-point conversion here.
Here's lines up everybody. Show the replay of that. Simmons Bell to one side, or actually that's Epson into 0.
Show the replay of the touchdown.
Magic Mears awaits the shotgun snap. He's looking towards Bell, gets the throw off, and that's going to go way incomplete. So the 2-point conversion again fails. Both teams now unsuccessful on 3 combined or composite 2-point plays. But the big play here, this looks like it's the 2-point conversion.
No, that's the touchdown, yeah.
It is the handoff. And some great blocking that set up the hole. He makes someone miss there, and he's gone for 19 yards and a touchdown. So we have a break in the action. Just towards the end of the first quarter, it's 12-6. The Cobras lead the Bullies.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God, and He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
From Elmer, New Jersey, Green Branch Park, the Cobras have come to play. They've scored twice now. Last time they were shut out against the same Bully squad, so 12 points on the board in what I guess is still the first quarter.
Yeah, we've got about 7 seconds left according to our scoreboard here, but yeah, 2 very successful drives for the Cobras. 2 offensive drives, 2 touchdowns. They limited the Bullies on their first drive, but they found a way into the end zone on the second, so you have to think maybe we just have time for the kickoff here, depending on how far he goes until the second quarter.
Lamar Jackson counting up everybody else who's on the kicking team. He's ready to approach the ball, and there it is, line drive kick. That one's going to roll out of bounds.
Yeah, at that point you let that go, so that is going to be a flag for kicking out of bounds after a touchdown. So that will give the Bullies probably time for 1 play here. 3 seconds on the clock, so Shelton's going to need a lot of blocking to try to air one out, most likely. We saw on the touchdown how Mace was able to get away and take one to the end zone, so we can find some open room here. We could probably make something happen, but it's going to have to be a quick one.
And thank our staff for tracking down who number 34 is. That's Pierre McFarland. So he has had quite a game already for the Cobras.
Everybody was so hyped for the game, it looked like trash. Stay home. Yeah. Of course.
Well, did we?
I think we must have reached the end of the first quarter because they're resetting the time clock. Did they switch sides yet? I think they're in the process of doing so.
Yeah.
All right, so the quarter has come to an end, and it's been a good one for the Cobras so far. After 1 quarter of play, the Cumberland Cobras lead the Cumberland Bullies 12-6, fighting for their playoff lives today.
many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
We are live as we start the second quarter here in Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and those of you watching on Channel 22. It's a must-win game for the Cumberland Cobras, and right now, after one quarter, they are winning. But the Bullies now have possession, and they're going to sack Shelton again.
And that's number 44 on the sack for the Cobras. Don't tell me that's another one.
Raymond Phillips. Raymond Phillips. We do have him, Raymond Phillips, although he's another one that we had to add on.
And that was a play that didn't really work out for the Bullies. It looked like it was going to be a straight throw, and then Shelton faked the handoff and then ends up taking a big sack.
10-yard loss, so it's second down and 20 back at the 30-yard line. Shelton awaits the shotgun snap. Gets a good one from center, looks to his left, firing, and it's incomplete. It looks like it was a little short. And that was intended for number 0, and that is Steph Taylor.
And so already the Bullies going the wrong direction. Shelton had Taylor open, he just couldn't quite get enough to him.
Yeah, he underthrew it just a little bit.
We take a look at some of people watching on YouTube. I see Jamal King, Gerald Jones saying Cobras came to play today. They certainly have. As Jamal said, of course, we're trying to play next week. And Tyler Clayton also checking in. We appreciate that. He also is letting us know who number 34 was, said he's been playing with him for years.
Back to throw, Shelton gets away momentarily. Now he's running for his life. Looks to throw, and he'll just throw it. Oh, it's complete, but far short of a first down. The catch made by William Walls. Maybe 8 yards.
Oh, it's close, though.
Where are they putting the marker?
Oh, they're putting it almost right. Jesus, they're moving the down marker as if it's a first, but...
They're 9 yards shy. There.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a little obstructed as well.
Our whole view is obstructed. This field level view is not what it's cracked up to be, folks. Well, they picked up 12 yards on the pass play, so it's 4th down and 8. Are they going to decide to punt or run the play here?
Well, I think the Bullies probably, well, Cam Bell is back to receive, so.
And now we're going to get a timeout by the Bullies just to discuss things. In the punt formation is Bruce Williams. But they took a little extra time, and instead of taking a delay penalty, they take their time out.
And maybe trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do. Cam Bell hasn't moved from his spot since the timeout was called. He's got hands on the hips. He's ready. There's not much for the Cobras to discuss. As you take a look there at the conversation happening between the Bullies. George Gibbs in there trying to rally his team. This is not the offense we're used to seeing from this Bullies team.
Credit the Cobras for really coming out in this first half. They've done a great job of getting 2 scores on the board. Eric Carson, one of our cameramen there, giving us a little reading as he tries to get in position to get some good shots for you to watch. Again, Bruce Williams to do the punting, gets the kick away, trying to angle it to the sideline, and it's going to bounce and roll. Get away from the ball, whoever that is.
That's Tamar Jackson.
Tamar, you touch that ball, you lose it. Wow, and I'm not so sure the Cobras thought he touched it. Rather the Bullies. But it's going to stay Cobra possession. Now once that ball taps around the ground, it's called poison.
You want to get away. You want to get as far away as possible.
They call it poison for a reason, because that's exactly what it is. But the Cobras maintain possession, leading 12-6, early stages of the second quarter. And again, our view here is such that we just go by the down markers as to predict or guess where the ball is being placed. And it looks like it's the 20. Well, they're still putting him down, so let's wait.
Maybe close to 25, give or take. Well, apparently we're calling touchdown also over there. I think we're just celebrating we got the down markers in the right spot.
Right, well,
yeah, maybe the 25. We're definitely about midway to 23.
On first down, they run a play into the middle, and not much happening there for the Cobras.
Yeah, I don't know if he pretty much just got back to the line of scrimmage. They're not moving the marker anywhere, so.
for 2.
Well, regardless, actually it lost maybe 2.
Yeah, lost a yardage, so it'll be second down and about 12. Clock ticking down to just about 13 minutes to go here in the first half. So on the second down and 12 play.
Cobras are pretty content to watch that clock run as much as possible.
Getting the handoff, breaking through the middle. This time for the Cobras is number 4, and the number 4 is another one of those numbers. So we'll have to track that down for you.
That was a good run, though, up the middle there. Looks like he ends up getting, does he get enough? Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, I think they have moved the chains and indicate first down, so it's enough for a first down. Good burst of speed up the middle to pick up the first down. Same player this time is tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Number 4 on the carry. And looks like number 2 on the tackle, one of the lead tacklers there for the Bullies. Number 2 is Ryan Shelton. And 21 was also.
We've got a flag now. That may have been a loss of 4 or 5, but we'll see what the flag is. You have to think well after the play. It's got to be unsportsmanlike.
Looks like they're indicating that.
Jackson says it's on the Bullies.
Yeah, everybody's saying it now.
So, personal foul. I don't know what the personal foul is exactly, but I could tell the words personal foul came out of his mouth. If they didn't get, well, it ends up being a loss. The Cobras is going to turn into an automatic first down. We have another flag. We're going to keep moving.
Sometimes you just got to sit.
Now, Jackson's got to be careful.
Well, basically, it's unsportsmanlike because.
Well, that's double unsportsmanlike, but Jackson might want to be careful here, because he could get himself a taunting penalty also. Somebody called timeout.
Yeah,
I think
George.
it's the Bullies, and yeah, at this point, the Bullies need to settle down. That's back-to-back unsportsmanlike calls, and they are just walking.
The ball is at the 35-yard line of the Bullies for the first down.
30 yards. That's the Bullies just got.
They're already leading 12-6. They would love to have a third score.
This is really just Coach Hicks trying to calm this team down.
I can only imagine it's something to say.
Yeah, sometimes we said both. I don't want to see this get out of hand. I think the ref maybe is just gonna kind of come over and talk to us, assuming the Bullies assistant coach.
I was just about to say.
They all know each other pretty well. That means they know how to get under each other's skin.
Good thing and a bad thing.
Well, it'll be first and 10 from the Bullies 35-yard line. Mears awaits the shotgun snap. He's looking to his right, now looks left, and goes across the middle, trying to go deep, and it is almost caught, not quite. Just incomplete.
That looks like that number 19, 18. Jersey got a bunch, so.
If it's 18, that was Troy Smith. I believe that's what it is. Troy Smith was the intended receiver. Well, you get those 2 penalties and 33 yards, you take a shot.
And that was one where Smith was kind of looking all around him to try and find the football. He almost did at the goal line. Yeah, that's that situation. Maybe you see if you can draw something from the Bullies again as well.
So it's 2nd and 10 for the Cobras at the 35-yard line of the Bullies. Wing formation as they have single wide receivers to both sides. Actually, they have 2 receivers to the right. Now, handoff up the middle. Epson.
Almost
his
got
body contorted in a way that
yeah.
it's not supposed to.
But looked like number 8 on the tackle for the Bullies. So that's Zach Douglas. And then...
Boy, I tell you, I wouldn't want my body to...
No, your body's not supposed to fold in half.
No, not that way.
And unsurprisingly, giving him a rest on the sideline there.
7-yard pickup. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 28-yard line. Bullies need a stop here. The Cobras, of course, want to get at least 3 yards to keep this drive going. And it was moving along the front line, and it looks like it's going to be encroachment because they allowed a play to continue.
And all Mears could do at that point was throw it away. Wouldn't have really mattered what happened if it went the other way. But should be an automatic first down.
Yeah, it'll be enough for a first down, 5 yards. And that's what the call is, encroachment against the Bullies.
Yeah, this is that undisciplined play we're seeing from the Bullies. You've already taken 2 unsportsmanlike penalties on this drive, and you just gave the Cobras a first down.
35 free yards. Your defense is not going to have an easy time recovering when it does that, but we'll see. Ball is at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Someone might want to tell the chain
Mears hands it off and up the middle again. A good strong run. And now that we have a number, we can give him credit. Pierre McFarland, he just busted off that right tackle spot and got a good chunk of yardage. Looks like about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Cobras inside the 20-yard line. Again, just trying to judge where they spot the down, not the down markers, the actual flag. It looks like it's at the 22, and the ball is about the 17 then. Trying to do as quick math as we can here.
You figure it out as you can.
2nd and 5. Mears looks things over. Gets a good snap from center. Fakes the handoff. Passes left. It's just off the hands. Tamar Jackson almost had himself another 6 points.
Tried to reel it in with one hand there. Would have been a highlight reel catch from Jackson.
It was there. I don't know if we'll get the replay, but it looked like he had a pretty good chance to catch it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations he was going for kind of the highlight reel. Tried to get it in. Yeah, he was just a little past him. Tried to reel it in with one hand there, but before we get back into the action, we have to give a special appreciation to the concession stand here in Elmer for supplying us with internet, or else we would not be able to be bringing this game to you right now. So all of our appreciation goes out to them for allowing us to use the internet.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. 3rd and 5. Mears pumps, airs it out to the corner, and it's in a bunch of players. It's intercepted. Well, they're running it back.
There's no whistle, so
hard to tell if he actually caught that. That was far away from our view, but
we're gonna see.
Reacting like it is, and that's number 3 for the Bullies. Stephen Chestnut does a little tomahawk.
Yeah, that almost looked like it was going to end up being a touchdown, but I think Chestnut may have taken that one away.
Well, here's the ball in the air now.
Yeah, hard to see once.
It did get tucked into his belly.
Yeah, and his teammate there saying, "Yeah, he caught that." And what you do in that situation?
Carlton Lawrence saying, "Yes, that was a good catch," and Chestnut doing the right thing, getting up and running.
Yeah, you can almost, when it's kind of closer plays, you kind of use that to try and maybe fool the ref a little bit into thinking you did have the ball. But yeah, a good job there from the Bullies defense. Bend but don't break. That's what they say, and they sure bent to about the brink on that drive.
Yeah, they gave away 35 yards in penalties, but their defense does respond with a big positive play there.
And it looks like the Bullies are going to take, I believe, their final timeout of the half.
Yep. And it comes with 9:27 left in the quarter. I'm going to take a break here and be back with more football for you on Quinn Broadcasting right after this.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
We're going to have to come back there. See, sometimes they're quick. All right.
Ron Tuck on the carry following the big interception by Stephen Chestnut. Ron Tuck gets the first down carry.
Looks like he may have gotten about 5 yards on the carry.
2nd and 5. That's a big momentum change if the Bullies can use it and get into the end zone to create at least a tie game. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. Shelton in shotgun. Hands off again. Busting free. Behind the front line, across the 40. Bouncing off tackles. Across midfield. Stumbles. And finally brought down. The touchdown-saving play by Bryce Bartley. Otherwise, Ron Tuck might have been gone.
And we've got a Cobra down on the field, but actually, there's a flag. I think that play's coming back.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see the call, but I saw the official point towards the Bullies.
The injured player for the Cobras is number 44. That's Raymond Phillips.
And what was a huge play for the offense is going to come back on the hold.
So a holding penalty will take away a huge gain.
That's going to turn it. Well, still pretty, I mean, it takes away a huge play, but it's only going to make this, 2nd and 10?
It was 2nd and 5, so it'll be 2nd and 15.
Sorry, I don't know how to math.
That's okay.
I say that a lot. Forgot how much a holding penalty was.
Yeah, this is, they're putting the down marker back near the 10, though.
Wow.
So I guess it's a spot foul, the way they do it in the NFL?
It must be. I mean, it's still 10 yards.
It's a 10-yard penalty, but they are back at about the 11. So they lost 4 yards on the play and then the 10-yard penalty.
And
now another flag.
Now I think the Cobras may have had too many people on the field.
Okay. Let's see if that's what is indicated here.
Oh, because it looked like somebody was trying to get off the field.
Actually, now he's indicating timeout by the Bullies, by the Cobras.
Yeah, timeout. Okay.
Timeout by the.
Well, the Cobras may have just gotten away.
Well, they saved themselves with the timeout call. That's what they did.
Yeah, I think they were in danger of too many men on the field. I know that's not quite how we say it in football, but they were trying to get look like number 30 off the field. So a good call there. The Cobras to avoid that penalty and give the yards back.
Again, it's somewhat unofficial, but the clock is showing 8 minutes and 31 seconds left.
Yeah, we seem to be about on track. Let me just get myself back up to the right spot. So it's still going to be 2nd and 15 here for the Bullies, and they have to hope that penalty doesn't come back to cost them because they were well on their way to tying this game off the nice run.
Yeah, Ron Tuck really injected a lot of life into that offense with that run of about 50 yards or so. But it got called back and a hold. All right, so the head coach for the Cobras coming off the field now, Thomas Malavey. 2nd down and long. Shelton hands off. And this time, a decent game, but nothing like the previous one.
Yeah, Tuck wasn't able to break that one loose. Still a tough 3rd down here.
It looks like he picked up maybe 4 yards at most.
Yeah, so, well, was it more than 15? Because he seems like he's still 5 back now. Yeah, so it may have been 3rd. It may have been 2nd and 20.
They need to get to the 31.
Yeah, we'll call this about
3rd and 15.
Yeah.
So this is a key defensive play for the Cobras.
And you gotta think Shelton's probably airing this one out.
Man in motion to the near side. He's looking in that direction as they try to set up
And he drops it.
And the ball is dropped.
Well, they were gonna try and go screen pass up the right side of the field, but in and out of the hands of the intended receiver was that number 14, I believe. It looked like he was the one running away. If so.
Zach Poach.
Yeah, he was wide open and watched the ball into his hands, but watched it shortly fall out after. So a nice stand from the Cobras, and really it turns out to be that penalty coming back to hurt the Bullies on that run by Tuck, coming back on the holding penalty, and that is a huge call here. Now they're running the clock still, even though the ball was dropped.
Yeah.
So
now we don't know what to think of the clock and the time left. Punting formation by the Bullies. 2 men back for the Cobras to receive. Nice high spiraling kick, fair catch.
Oh, yeah, fair catch.
Bell catches it near midfield. So
I don't know that I often see fair catches in semi-pro. And I think his teammates are like, why did you call a fair catch? It looked like, let's see.
He had some room to run.
Yeah, it looked like that was number 8, Edgar Nest. Like, what are you doing? And I guess in a situation, you just want to be sure.
Well, it's excellent field position right at midfield.
Yeah, I guess we'll go by the clock and we'll put what they have, because that's what the refs seem to be going by. So there's 6:42 on the clock here. So we'll take it as is, but
well, the on-field officials will definitely have the final say on when the first half ends. Squarely at midfield for the Cobras to start this possession. They lead 12-6. They had an interception against them that took away a possible third touchdown. Let's see if they can make up for that right here. Mears will hand off, but some good pursuit. The Bullies were definitely ready. Number 9 and number 6 on the tackle. That would be Jaden Wright and Bruce Williams.
yeah, they didn't I believe that was Empson on the carry. They didn't let him get anything. So he's going to lose about 5, 6? 4? One of those numbers?
I'm going by the down marker. And the down marker, now they're moving the down marker back. So you're right.
So this is 5?
Looks like 6 now. He keeps moving it back.
They heard me and they said, you know what, you're right.
You're right. Ariel's got the number correct, so let's move back. 2nd and 16 coming up for the Cobras at their own 44-yard line. Under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Handoff, Epson.
Got positive yards.
Yeah.
But he may have only gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, that's the way it looks.
I think he does, yeah. So at least didn't go backwards. If he got anything, maybe half a yard.
Yeah, still
he moved a touch.
Third down and about 15.
Yeah.
Rather cool, brisk day with a little bit of a breeze. No threat of rain. I thought when we first got here, the gray clouds. They're now behind
but they
us.
were moving pretty much out of the way. Now we've got nothing but blue sky above us. Clouds far and few in between. As the Cobras a big 3rd and 15 here.
3rd and 15 and
almost jumping.
Almost jumping. The play is executed and knocked down.
That even faked me out. Looked like it was going to be a handoff. Mears tried to throw it and tipped.
DeJuan Simmons got his hands on it.
Well, that ends up being a quick 3 and out for the Cobras. Bullies will get the ball back with close to 4:40 left in the half.
So the Cobra defense coming up big on that one, especially knocking down the ball. He probably would have preferred intercepting it.
Well, yeah, I'd have to think defense, you typically want to catch it. But nonetheless, they're going to force a punt, and well, the Cobras are certainly taking their time on punting the ball. The refs haven't started to count out the delay yet, but they're getting close to it.
Well, the clock is stopped, so there's no reason. And yeah, we have a Bully player on the sideline say, check your clock, check your clock. High snap is caught, brought back. That's Carlton Lawrence, who can break away. He's got laid to the left side, and the view is now lost to us. He's down that left sideline.
There is a flag, though.
There's another flag.
And I think this might come back.
Well, partially.
Yeah, well, enough where it's not a touchdown.
Carlton Lawrence shows what he can do when given a lane, and he takes it hard. He got down to the left sideline as we watch it again. Yeah, he got down that sideline pretty well. He was gone. Oh, did they call a flag on that last block?
Yeah, that's where it looked like it came, the one that allowed Lawrence to go all the way. So what was going to be a touchdown from Carlton Lawrence, more than a decent run back, but it does negate a touchdown.
Now, worthy of watching it again. Let's take a look at where he caught the ball. Back at about inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to see exactly what happened, but you can kind of see where. It was right about here, because you're going to see Jackson say flag.
Number 9, yeah.
So
that was an 80-yard plus return by Carlton, but they're not going to get the touchdown on that.
Yeah, that ends up being unfortunate. And you kind of hear on the sideline one of the Bullies saying it was a good tackle, but you got to be more in control of yourself. And that's the name of the game.
Yeah, it looked like a partial clip there right at the end.
So that's going to bring the Bullies back to just beyond midfield. Call it maybe the Cobras 45, a little bit further back, 47.
46.
46.
We'll go in the middle there. Back to throw. Shelton has time. Airs it deep, and it is caught. Still fighting for some yards. Caught by number 0, Steph Taylor.
And that is a tremendous catch along the side from Taylor, because there was a defender in the area. It was number 19. Rolando Henry Jr. was in the area, but a really nice catch, and well, that play's not going to happen. I think that's a timeout on the Cobras. because Coach Malavey is coming on the field. So
yeah, they were trying to go hurry up there with the Bullies, and the Cobras did not want that to be the case. Can we look at that play again by any chance? That replay of the catch? And we apologize because our views are tremendously obstructed today.
Well, what
So
you guys can't see is I'm standing on a chair. And I did have a perfect view from up high of that catch. You see Coach Malavey in there talking to this Cobras team, and they've played some pretty good football, that's for sure. They have the early edge. We'll take a look here at the throw. Shelton's got plenty of time to throw. Airs this one out, and watch this catch.
Yeah, that
right over the defender.
Well, at least we got the right receiver.
Oh, yeah. I knew you were right on who made the catch.
So I saw 15 celebrating like he caught it. As you see that, he ran into something.
And Shelton going out. And it is a touchdown. Sorry that we missed that one, but that is
quick timeout.
That is Steph Taylor again on the touchdown. And the Bullies want a flag. And I think they get one. And maybe we'll have to see what we just missed.
Well, there's the toss across the middle, and the catch is made for the touchdown right there. Steph Taylor with a big reception to get them as far down the field as they did. The very next play, he catches for the touchdown. Steph Taylor with two back-to-back great receptions.
Oh, yeah, you catch the end of it there. And what's funny is Carlton Lawrence must have heard us, because as soon as I said a nice catch there, he says, "You're about to see another one." And we may have, we just don't know it. Unfortunately, we were too busy being mesmerized by the first catch by Taylor that we missed the actual touchdown catch. But again, well, it looks like, are we going to have, no, Shelton is. Yeah, so we're going to have another 2-point conversion attempt. No one's been successful yet.
All right, trying to run it to the corner, and he's going to get there. Shelton just busted to the right, and he gets the 2-point conversion that puts the Bullies in front for the first time today. And boy, he was all purposeful on that run. He said, "Give me the ball, boys. I'm going to take it in." So Ryan Shelton with the 2-point conversion gives the Bullies their first lead of the game. 14-12 is now the score. Take another look at the run. He just busted it outside. All that blocking to the interior, and he found the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, that's a really nice job by Shelton to see that open space, see that he didn't have any receivers open.
I think he was running.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, he just took it.
That one too.
Went to the right side, got the blocks he needed, and then just busted it to that right corner.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you're taught to do, is run as far to the side as you can. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, there was
nobody anywhere in the vicinity of Shelton, so
Stephen Chestnut gave him the final block just to make sure he got in. And there he is. So Ryan Shelton with the 2-point conversion that creates the lead.
And that's the first lead of this game for the Bullies. We've got 4:12 to go in the half. And this is looking more and more like the Bullies team we're familiar with.
So the Bullies will be kicking off with the lead. Getting all lined up. Looks like they have a lot of players out there.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, well, we don't have a football. That's what the problem is.
No, there's a whole lot of bodies out there.
Well, we just got the football tossed out to them, so. We don't have the tee either. No, I think we just don't have the proper accessories.
Okay.
We just got tossed the football, and now we're getting the tee thrown out, so we just didn't have the necessary supplies for a kickoff. You kind of need both of those.
Well, they're set now. The officials blow the whistle, which means it's time to go ahead and kick the ball away.
And that's Zach Douglas with the kick. Takes a good Bullies bounce to does go out of bounds.
Bell's bringing it back. And finally corralled. So now it is the Cobras that need to respond.
Yeah, you're not quite in the 2-minute offense yet. You're at about 4 minutes, just under. Only a 2-point deficit, so it is a very manageable situation here for the Cobras.
All right, so the Cobras have the football, just under 4 minutes to go. Here in the first half, they trail 14-12. Both of these teams really coming to play today for sure.
Yeah, you can tell this game means something to the Cobras, and if you're the Bullies, I think you'd like to knock off your county rival. So, plenty of fuel for both teams in this game, I'd say.
Cobras will have the extra incentive of trying to make the playoffs with a win.
Yeah, again, if the Cobras do win in this one, they will go to Jackson to face the Militia.
Oh, hurtling across. He's got some room to run across the 40. And that's our big man, McFarland. Oh, baby, he ran hard and ran to the right. Big pickup.
Yeah, McFarland hasn't been cheated on any of these runs, that's for sure.
Oh, man, watch the leap on this one. Once he got free, watch him leap over 2 defenders. Here it comes, right there. He stumbled, but he kept his feet, and then he forced Carlton Lawrence to make the tackle. What a run.
Well, it sounded like the refs just said 2 minutes.
Well,
and that is, yeah, the clock does switch.
Well, wouldn't that be special if
you know what I knew? I knew what I was doing.
The Cobras would love to get another score here.
Well, unfortunately, they lose a full minute.
1st and 10. Handoff. And again, a strong run.
Nearly picked up off the ground.
That run, of course, by Epson, yeah.
The defender picked him up, let him know he wasn't going anywhere.
He's a small little guy, but he runs hard.
So,
can you see anything? Because I
think we're right about maybe 6 yards, 5 yards.
Yeah, we'll call it 2nd and 5. The ball is at the 45, is it?
About, yeah.
Again, our view is completely blocked, folks. I'm sorry. I know you
told you, that's why I'm standing on a chair.
Yeah, well,
you guys can't see that, but
if I stand on the chair, I fall quickly.
Well, I'm a little surprised that I'm as steady as I am.
On the handoff. Oh, it's a sack behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Epson did have the ball, so.
It's not a sack technically, but he loses yards.
He loses a lot of yards.
He got hit immediately.
Oh, he might have gotten right back, and yeah, that's going to. They say the Bullies call a timeout, and.
I thought they were out of time.
Well, there is a flag, so I'm wondering if that's the case here.
Yeah, they used their 3 timeouts.
You can't call a timeout when you don't have one.
Right.
Yeah, the Bullies, or the Cobras say you guys don't have anymore. They've used all 3 timeouts.
It's a great defensive play there by Curtis Reese to get Epson in the backfield.
Yeah, I have to think that's what the penalty is. You can't call a timeout when you don't have any.
Right, right. I don't know what the official ruling is.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that.
Because I've never seen it.
Yeah, so I don't know what this does. Does this give them a first? I wonder if that's unsportsmanlike, maybe in that realm, because they're moving the chains and they're moving them a pretty hefty way. So I think that's automatic first down.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the.
I kind of think that's in the realm of unsportsmanlike, because it did look like we went about. Well, we went about 10 yards, so it's.
Right. Yeah, we got that. Hey, excessive time. See, that's why he's our director.
We don't. Well,
Ryan
not
Narowski.
today.
Ryan Narowski has
say
just told
not.
us excessive use of
Well,
timeout.
I think he's just making that up. I don't think that's actually what it's called.
It gives the Cobras a really good situation here. Cutting it back inside. Is that Epson once again? Yes, it is.
Yeah, but I don't know how the clock is down to 20 because.
Yeah, well.
There shouldn't. No, that can't be right.
Well, they're going to run a play. Mears is in shotgun. He looks. He throws to his left, just airs it out. That's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, that one had no chance to be caught. And now the officials do say it's the end of the half.
Should the clock have not stopped on the penalty?
I would think so.
But according to them, it didn't. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, we just fly by the seat of our pants here when we do these games, because there's no official clock really, and time is kept on the field. But as we do hit the official halftime mark, the Bullies have come back to take a 14-12 lead over the Cobras. We have halftime coming up in just a moment, so stay with us. Well, I don't like the fact that I can't see a darn thing.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Fred Melendez here along with Cobras head coach Thomas Malavey, and everything the rest of this previous to this doesn't matter right now, Coach. Today is the day. You guys have to come up with one more point than the Bullies. What was the whole approach this week to this game?
Typically every week what I do before we play is I put up a whole game plan, notes, offensive, defensively, all that kind of stuff. I told the guys basically this week, I'm not putting up new notes. You guys know what to do. It's about being a dog today. We need to go out and handle business and make more plays than the Bullies make today. Like I told you before, losing a couple games by a touchdown or two during the season that could have us in a completely different position, but we just left one or two plays out in the field, and I told the guys there's no room for that. So either we win today or we're watching you guys next week on YouTube. So
I think the first choice is the one you prefer, right?
Specifically.
The shenanigans that we have to deal with here. That was Maurice, I assume, right?
Yep.
But basically, I know you have a big challenge with the team that you're facing. Again, I know that you want to eliminate any mistakes and try to put points on the board. Those are the two key things.
Right.
So how are you going to do both of those?
Again, we just kind of go back to football 101. Again, practice time is limited, so you have to kind of go to what you know. The main thing against these guys is protecting the ball. The first time we played them, it was really, it was two things. One, I was kind of meeting our team for the first time, and we actually played them pretty tough. It was about probably 9-0 in the fourth quarter, and then they got a couple plays that got out of control. There was something like that. They got a big run, and then we had a couple offensive miscues that led to some easy touchdowns. So it's really about cleaning up our act and just getting back to football 101, doing your regular assignments on defense and on offense, playing hard and protecting the ball.
And we're watching the Owls and Vikings. I guess the winner is in and the loser is pretty much out, so you have a chance to dislodge one of them if you pull off a victory today.
Mm-hmm.
So the momentum is there, the ability is there, so we just got to put it together today. Is that the deal?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, the Owls have to handle business. So if the Owls set the table for us, then somehow our destiny is still in our hands. So I told the guys if they want to play next week, it's gonna be shown on the field here. We got a nice grass field, a beautiful day, and left all the excuses at home. So here we are.
All right, so we're minutes away from the start of this game. Head coach Thomas Malavey of the Cumberland Cobras. We'll see how it all fans out. Thanks for taking some time with us.
Thank you, sir.
We're back more in just a moment.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God, and He's given you
The armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Life on
We're back here at Elmer. Today's game between the Cobras and the Bullies, a rematch of an earlier game this season. And we have head coach for the Bullies with us, George Gibbs. George, we were talking on the way over here that you were started the season 5-0 and had good control of things, but then you met the New Jersey Militia up in their place, and they put things together against you. You were missing pretty much your whole offensive front line, as you were telling me. What did that loss do for your psyche and the team's morale overall?
Well, that game meant a lot. Like I was saying, we were dominating teams. We were winning, and we started slacking off. Even with practice and different things, and so it meant a lot. Now guys are focused. They're practicing. We had a few deaths this week. Some of the players, they lost some family members.
Oh, wow.
So it's it's gonna be serious. This game is gonna be serious. But that loss meant a lot. That loss meant a lot to us. So we ready to get back. Take control of our season, and I honestly don't think nobody can really beat us. When we have everybody, but we'll be all right.
Now, you had a game last week where you came back and won, so you're 6-1 coming in. That win kind of set you back on track?
Yes.
Talk about that game a little bit.
We played the Owls here. They were fully loaded. They had new players, but they came to play. They came to play, and we knew they were going to come to play. And our new quarterback, Ryan Shelton, he really led the team to a victory. We dominated. We dominated on every level of that game, and we're just happy to be able to come back and win. Defense, of course, Carlton Lawrence, them guys, Zach Douglas, them guys, they play hard. The whole defense, they don't take no plays off, and we're just happy that we're going to be in full force tonight.
In today's game, as you see it, what are going to be the important things for you to pick up a W?
The important thing is to me, is our offensive line blocking. Defensive line controlling, the holes, and linebackers coming up filling. Everybody doing their job. Everybody, and we come out, and I'm gonna use what I said last year. We got to dominate. once we start dominating, there's no stopping us. And I know our guys are capable of doing anything out there on that football field. So we're the better team, honestly, coming in this game, but we can't let up. The team with the less mistakes a lot of time wins the game. So we want to limit the mistakes, the calls, and stuff we can control. We can control the refs. So we gotta come out and play football.
All right. Well, we wish you the best today, and we're just about set for next week's playoffs. Of course, this will be a nice little preview. That's what we're looking at. Preview of what's going to happen during the playoffs. Yeah. Thanks for taking some time with us, George Gibbs, head coach of the Cumberland Bullies.
Bullies, let's go.
We can always count on him to be entertaining. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
All right.
Thank you, George. Good stuff.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God, and He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
We're back here at Green Branch Park in Elmer, New Jersey, where the season finale between the Cobras and the Bullies is in action. The Bullies coming back twice, not once, but twice, to finally grab a 14-12 lead. And a victory by the Bullies would knock out the Cobras for the playoffs. On the other hand, the Cobras come back and win this game. They are in the playoffs. Fred Melendez, along with our sideline roving reporter today, CJ Stanek, we try to give you all the angles we can of all these festivities. CJ, what have you observed on the sidelines?
Yeah, well, I think this entire first half, it's really been interesting to see the different, kind of dynamic between these two teams. Teams that, of course, a lot of the players know each other. I think it's been really interesting to see, tensions have kind of gotten high a little bit. And I think that, at first the Bullies, they really had to start to settle in because they got a little bit in their own heads in this game. Of course, they dominated the first time that these two teams played. But I think that the Bullies kind of got in their own heads a little bit, and they came out a little bit slow as a result, but ended up picking it up towards the end of the first half. And now they have the lead and looking to hold on to it.
And, of course, the Cobras coming back after they were in a close game the first time. The 26-0 score does not reflect the fact that the Bullies scored a couple of touchdowns late in that game. It was, I think, 9-0 or something like that for the most part of the game. So it wasn't a kind of runaway game that the final score would indicate. But to their credit, the Cobras are playing for their playoff lives, and they have come out and played just like that. They got the first touchdown of the game on a 40-yard pass play between the quarterback, Magic Mears, and Cam Bell on the receiving end. Unfortunately, the pass, two-point conversion pass, did not work, and it was 6-0 for the Cobras at that point. Then it was the Bullies coming back with a 50-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Shelton to Jaquan Mace. Their pass failed, so we wound up tied 6-6. To their credit, once again, the Cobras come back, and what a job that Pierre McFarland has done running the ball for the Cobras today. He ran a 19-yard touchdown, I should say, but he has been overwhelmingly getting some things done running the ball today. We saw one play where he actually ran over two of the Bullies defenders. Very dynamic run on that play. So McFarland got the Cobras back on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, again, the two-point conversion was unsuccessful, and it was a 12-6 lead for the Cobras. But Ryan Shelton brought them back, talking about the Bullies. First, he hit Steph Taylor on a long pass that got the Bullies down to about the 15-yard line. Great, superb catch by Steph Taylor. And then shortly thereafter, it was Shelton to Taylor for a 15-yard touchdown. That tied the score at 12-12. but then Shelton took matters into his own hands on the conversion attempt, and he got the run to the right that led to the 14-12 score that we are set to start the second half with. Second half is just about set to start. We thank CJ for our report from the sideline, and we're going to have to switch headsets apparently. Are we going to cut, or we're back to start? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and switch headsets here. The Cobras will be kicking off to the Bullies, and the Bullies have that 2-point advantage. So we'll see if the Cobras can come back in this game, or the Bullies start to create some space on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, the Bullies find themselves in the more favorable situation right now, up 14-12, and getting the ball to start this half. We'll see what they run here out of the half.
Long kickoff, taken by Lawrence. Brings it back with speed. And look out, he can break one at any point. And he is still up. Now he runs to the left side, across midfield. Still up as he breaks another tackle. Finally brought down inside the Cobras' 30-yard line. The dynamic running of Carlton Lawrence.
Yeah, usually when you have to change fields, it doesn't end up working out for you, but a really nice job there from Lawrence. Saw nothing was open further down the right side of the field. Cuts across the middle. Gets away from the tackle of Ebsen and gets himself a few extra yards here. Yeah, you watch him there. Usually when you switch the field, it doesn't work out for you, but a really nice job to set up the Bullies in a really good spot here.
So they're looking to add to their 2-point lead very quickly right off the opening kickoff of the second half. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez and a great staff of directors and camera people getting us reports from the sidelines and everything else you could possibly want in a sports broadcast.
And so we get the football on the field now. And we have lost our chain crew now. Or maybe they got some snacks?
Well, I guess that they may have started the half before the chain gang was
Well,
done.
they didn't need the chain gang on the kickoff.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you don't.
Now the kickoff is okay.
No, the kickoff counts because you don't need chains for the kickoff. But I don't know where they went because they're nowhere to be found.
Well, you can't penalize the chain gang for a delay game, right?
No, so we're just going to have to wait. Well, they're trying to get like a player or a coach to run the chains while we wait for them to come back. So we'll use that moment to take a look at some of the comments and who's watching this one. We appreciate all your support on the various avenues on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and if you're back home on channel 22.
Want to thank a lot of people who are watching. Jamal King has watched and made several comments with us, giving us some numbers of players to be sure of that. Brandon Zapata is with us. James Parent is watching on Facebook Live as well. We're set for football, and the handoff up off the left tackle spot.
That's Ron Tuck on the carry. Gets himself a nice couple yards here.
See where they put the down marker. Looks
That's
like
the league's own over there on the chain gang.
Yep.
John Saplinski helping us out with the chain gang. I think I saw him doing that in the first game as well, so maybe until we get our original chain crew back.
Well, the chain crew is there. They have the chain.
Well, our original.
Okay.
I don't think this is as that one.
Can you tell them what happened?
I truly could not tell you.
Again, our view is obstructed beyond belief. So.
Well, whatever it was, gained a couple yards. It's going to make this a 3rd and short. Maybe about 3rd and 3.
His head coach trying to encourage his Cobras to make a stop here. That was John Saplinski who was handling the down marker. Throw is in the air, and it's overthrown. Intended for number 7 for the Cobras.
For the Bullies.
Bullies, I'm sorry.
It's them dueling Cumberland teams.
Would help if I switched the page.
Oh, it's 4th and short, and the offense is staying. Shelton's staying on the field, so they're going to go for this one.
4th and about 2, and that's not hard for this group to get. You got players like Carlton Lawrence to throw to. William Walls, who was the intended receiver on that last play. And of course you have Ron Tuck to run the football, so you have plenty of options here.
And Shelton as well has shown he can run. Now he's going to have one running back to his right. That's Kenzie Williams, otherwise he's got receiver spread to both sides. Let's see what they do here. Man in motion, and it hits the man in motion.
Now that's a loose ball, and the Cobras have it. So a fumble recovery by the Cobras.
And that just can't happen. The man in motion gets hit by the snap.
Oh my goodness.
Ends up being a recovery by Terrence Thorpe, and I think that ball got snapped before it should have.
Well, number 5 I have as far as the Cobras go is David Mosley, and that's what it says on his shirt.
Oh, sorry, was I looking at that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 9.
No, it was 5. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm switching my view here.
Looked like 9 to me, but
it was 5.
It was somebody.
But it's a big play for the defense, and the Cobras have the football. So as much as the Bullies were trying to add to their lead, it's now very strangely ended.
Yeah, that's when you put the man in motion kind of running across the snap, you got to make sure you time that snap to where he's not there, and the center for the Bullies just a little bit of a mistake there.
So the Bullies lead 14-12, but the Cobras come up with a defensive play that gives their offense a chance to get going here. 1st and 10. Mears hands off, and a good job of stacking it right at the line of scrimmage. McFarland didn't have a chance to get started, and a little bit of temper flaring going on at the moment.
The clock kept running, so I'm just gonna.
I don't know that you're allowed to take off your helmet like that. Be careful.
Well, let's see what's going on here, because there is a flag on the field.
Yeah, see that.
And the Bullies are the ones cheering, so. Well, Coach Gibbs is on the field, though. Well, no, they pointed against the Cobras, so I wasn't sure, because Coach Gibbs was on the field, and usually when the coach is on the field, it's usually because he's not happy. So,
yeah,
that's going to lose. Is that 5? Or is that 10?
Taking your helmet off, I don't know the yardage.
I think it's 5. It looks like. It looks like we're 5 past the down marker. Of course, like I said, I don't have the greatest of eyesight. So, yeah, 1st and 15.
Back at around the 5-yard line.
And Cobra's still getting some players on the field. Well, the whistle just blew now, so no harm of any delay here.
Yeah, they should be able to get a playoff in time. Splitting out to the right side is number 11 for the Cobras.
That is Jackson.
Tamar Jackson. And now we have another flag, I guess, because the Bullies are happy.
I'm trying to see the flag. Is the thing. No, I think we got a timeout. Because Coach Malavey is coming on the field. So I have to think the Cobras just used their first timeout. Coach Malavey is going to the huddle to talk something over here. The Cobras got the play they wanted on defense with a little help from the Bullies. But they've taken a penalty and now are forced to use a timeout early. We're only close to 3 minutes into the third quarter, and you don't want to burn your timeouts this quickly.
Well, you want to be square. You just made a great defensive play. You took a very bad penalty in taking your helmet off.
Sorry, it's actually 2nd and 15.
So we are set to go as Mears is in the quarterback spot. Shotgun formation on, and now
and there's movement, but I think Mears has a free shot, but overshoots Bell there. So I'm thinking that's offsides. No, holding.
Did they indicate holding?
Yes. One ref said hold, but I'm waiting to see what this ref says.
Yeah, that's it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's still 2. So there was a hold and was it offsides? Well, there was 2 penalties and they'll cancel each other out regardless. So I don't know what the flag was on the Bullies.
Had to be.
It is 2 offsetting penalties.
Had to be an encroachment penalty.
Yeah. Well, that play basically doesn't count. This is what happens here.
So it remains 2nd and 15, back at the 5-yard line. Cobras break the huddle for the 2nd down play. They're back at their own 5-yard line, so they got to be careful with the football here.
Yeah, if you're going to throw it, you got to get it out quick.
Mears does get it out quick. It is completed.
It's Jackson.
And he gets twisted down to the ground.
It was a nice reel in, though, from Jackson. He did kind of have to reach out for that one, but they do get positive yards. Well, the chain's not moving. I don't know what happened because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, he got twisted down by number 4 there, Willie
Yeah,
Palmer.
but we're not going anywhere.
So no gain on that play, and it's 3rd and 15.
Yeah, so what ended up being a good reel in from Jackson doesn't get them anything. So, again, this close to your own end zone, Mears is going to have to air one out, but his line's going to have to give him time to do so.
3rd and 15 for the Cobras. Mears is back to throw, airs it out. Actually, the ball comes out, and it's picked up.
Is that a
Did he
is
get
that
the
a
ball
fumble
knocked?
or is that a? Well, the refs aren't calling anything yet.
It looked like he was in the motion of throwing the football.
Yeah. So is this incomplete pass? We don't have any indication of a touchdown, so I think this just ends up being incomplete.
Here's the quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to throw it.
He was in the motion of throwing.
So I think that just ends up being incomplete.
And he got hit as he threw it.
Well, I don't know because nobody's given an indication of anything.
No.
But if anything, it should be 4th down. We know
the Bullies' offense appears to be on the field. Shelton, quarterback.
So it is a turnover.
Wow. First down for the Bullies. I don't know how that wasn't an incomplete pass,
I guess it's a fumble.
So Shelton is over the quarterback, and he's very tight to the goal line, about 3 yards away. Ball is handed into the middle, and not much happening there. Just a big-time rugby scrum, as they call it.
Well, the Bullies with a golden chance here to punch one in. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, about the 3-yard line. So the Cobra defense making one stand. Let's see if they can make another, or the Cobras can get into the end zone.
The Bullies. We'll figure it out by the time the season ends.
The Bullies approach the line of scrimmage for 2nd and goal. Shelton hands off to the deep man. He's going to bounce it to the outside, and that's an easy score.
And that's Lawrence, who had nobody to stop him.
Yep, he bounced it to the outside, and he had nothing but the end zone to run into. So it's a touchdown for the Bullies.
It puts them up 20-12 now. They're a little bit more in control of this game than they were earlier, so again, we'll continue to say this throughout the game. The Cobras have to win or their season is done. Right now, the Tri-County Owls, who got the win over the Vikings earlier today, have the 3rd seed. As of right now, they would face the Bullies. The Vikings holding on to the 4th seed, they would take on the Militia. And we'll be up in Jackson next week, I believe.
2-point conversion attempt. They run to the outside, and once, did he throw?
Yes, that was a throw.
Okay. Again, I can't see a thing.
That was a throw on the catch there. That's Steven Chestnut, who ends up getting the 2nd successful 2-point conversion, and I think the Bullies are starting to smell blood.
Yeah, they're pulling away now. It's a 22-12 score. The Bullies in front by 10 as Chestnut, who has played quarterback for this team in the past, receives the 2-point conversion, creates a 10-point lead. The Bullies will kick off in just a moment.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, that man's very happy right there. The head coach of the Cumberland County Bullies sees his team in front, 22-12. George Gibbs very happy about the way that things have turned.
Yeah, Steven Chestnut as well. He's the man that got that 2-point conversion there. It's a much happier Bullies team than we saw at the beginning of this game.
They get set to kick off to the Cobras. So we'll see what kind of response the Cobras can come up with.
Yeah, they're going to have to find one. Still about 8 and some change left in the 3rd quarter, but you don't want to let this one get out of hand.
All right, the whistle blows, so the kick will be coming in a second or two. Zach Douglas puts his foot into the football. A nice high spiraling end-over-end kick. Caught short. And that is up the middle. Is that Bell, number 6?
That's number 5. Yes,
okay.
that's number 5.
Number 5 for the Cobras. We'll give him the proper credit on the return.
If you have a number
David
5.
Mosley. David Mosley.
I look down, and when I don't see it in number order, I'm never sure.
So the Cobras have possession. By our count, a little less than 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Sorry, I had the clock running there. I thought I hit stop.
Those men looking to do something on offense now.
I would think you want to go to the air more than the ground.
It's only the third quarter, but the way they've been running the ball, I wouldn't abandon the running game yet. Magic Mears directing some traffic around. He's got Epson to his right. He is going to throw the football. It's complete across the 30-yard line. Fumble, but out of bounds.
And I believe it's number 9 that catch.
It looks like 5 again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the way you can see how they scrunch up like that. That is again the same player. Number 5 is
5
David,
looking like a 9 out here.
David Mosley. Three-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. You need to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. Mears waits for the snap.
Yeah, again, Empson to his right.
Straight drop back across the middle. Ball is tipped and falls to the ground.
That's number 21 for the Bullies, who knocked that one away.
DeJuan Simmons. And he comes up a little bit limping.
Yeah, so he's going to head to the sideline, but a nice breakaway. Held up in the air for a minute, but unable to come down with the reception, but a good defensive play nonetheless. So brings up 3rd and 7.
Cobras need a few first downs. They basically need at least 2 scores to win this game.
And I don't think that Bullies team is done yet.
No, they still have the power to put some points on the board as well. Key 3rd down play for the Cobras. Mears, drop back straight, looks to his left. Now he runs, airs it out, and that one's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, Mears had plenty of time to throw. I just don't know if he had anybody open. He had to scramble out, and at that point just had to make sure he didn't throw an interception. So 4th and 7 here, and I don't know. Let's see. Trying to see if Mears is off the field. I think he is. Yeah, this is going to be a punting situation. So the Cobras unable to answer the score, and we've seen this Bully team put up scores in bunches. Already up 22-12. I don't think they're going to look back.
Well, Campbell is counting people to make sure they got the right number on the field for this punt.
I think that's Lawrence back to receive.
That's offside. Is there a flag down? I didn't see a flag come down.
I don't. I apologize. I was not looking. I was looking to see who was back to receive.
Looked like one of the Bullies jumped big time. But they're not indicating any kind of bringing the ball back. So my eyes are failing me again.
And coming back over here, Ronald Walker felt like he was close to getting the kicker. You take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, he's way offside.
Yeah, well.
What are you looking at? It was 25 who was halfway back to the kicker before the snap. I just say what I see. Had nothing to do with being outside the end zone, but if that wasn't offside, I don't know what was. Okay. All right, so the Bullies have possession. They have the yard markers just inside the 20-yard line, so we'll call it the 19. First and 10. They lead by 10, 22-12. 7.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Bullies have already clinched the second seed in the playoffs. They are looking to prevent the Cobras from advancing into those playoffs. Fake handoff. Shelton breaks away. He's got some good running room down the right sideline, left sideline. He's behind everybody. He's going to score it. Put it in the end zone, Ryan Shelton. Boy, what a burst of speed once he got to the outside. An 80-yard touchdown run. And the Cobras really have a big advantage.
There's a flag. Tamar Jackson says it's a hold. And is this another one coming back?
Well,
the Bullies are the ones arguing, so it is against the Bullies. And that long run by Shelton is for naught.
Oh, my goodness. You just can't make mistakes like that when you have a runaway runner like that.
So wipe that touchdown off the board. The Bullies can't believe it.
Well, we'll get another look at it while they're...
I don't know who it was called on, so I don't know if I can tell you. There was a little bit of something going on along the side. I didn't see where the flag was thrown. I don't know if you'll see it right there, maybe. As he's able to get past, I don't know if that's where it was. As again, I didn't see when the flag was thrown. There was some contact on the side over here. Again, I don't know if that's where the flag was called. The Bullies are still incredulous.
Well, it's a spot foul, it looks like, so they're going to get a first down anyway. They have the yard markers near the 40-yard line, which is certainly plenty for the first down based on where the play started. A lot of discussion about this one.
And the ref just said, I'm proud of myself for that call. He's letting everyone know how great of a call it was, and the ref's having a little fun here too.
Well, they put the ball down at about the 41-yard line, so it's technically a 21-yard run.
Well, a handoff here to Lawrence, and he can bust one, but couldn't get around. Looked like his lead blocker there, Steph Taylor, was trying to give him a lane, and Lawrence just wasn't able to break it.
Well, he got close to the first down.
And we'll see where they mark it.
I think they are they giving it to him?
No, they are going to, so it's second and, whoa. The official just looked like he signaled first. Yeah, it is first. I was going to say the official looked like he signaled for a first down. So, I mean, honestly, I think this Bullies team is more than happy to run time. Still got another quarter to play after this, but I think they'll eat up as much clock as they can.
From the 49-yard line of the Cobras, first and 10 for the Bullies. We hit the 6.5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Shelton looking, it's just a soft screen pass. That's Lawrence who gets away from one man. Now he's got that speed going.
Yeah, he's going to make a business decision, we call that. I'm not getting blown up. I'm going to just run out of bounds. That way, I don't get blown up. That way, nobody holds anybody.
Well, Jackson came over and congratulated Lawrence on the play.
Well, yeah, some of these guys, again, you remember these guys played together. And that is a timeout from the Cobras. That's their second timeout. They've only got one left, and we've still got 6:16 to go in the third quarter.
The ball is spotted at the 31-yard line of the Cobras. A new set of downs for the Bullies. And another score here would probably be detrimental to any comeback by the Cobras.
Yeah, the fact that the Cobras weren't able to answer on that last drive was also pretty detrimental to them. They needed to try and keep this one close heading in to the fourth quarter, because you allow this Bullies team to get more and more chances to run the score up. they're going to do it. You take a look at both teams there going over some things. You see Coach Malavey in there talking with his team, and the Bullies just kind of going things over themselves. They know the situation. They're up 10 here. They're trying to make it more on this drive.
A new set of downs for the Bullies in Cobra territory.
Pretty much been a new set of downs every play.
From the 31-yard line.
And I think, did the Cobras jump, or did the Bullies force them to? Of course, each team says no, it was the other.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Well, the ref's facing the other direction, so let's see. Now it's on the Cobras.
So encroachment by the Cobras
makes this what, a 1st and 5?
Yes.
Thank you.
So that should put the ball to the 26-yard line. Getting inside the play right there, our cameraman Eric Carson. They bringing the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, and they're going to march it off. Okay. And now another flag is flying. Not sure what that was about. Now, there are 2 Bullies coaches on the field.
Oh, so it's on the Bullies.
Now, something happened after the play was well over.
Yeah.
You have 2 coaches on the field.
Well, I know it's on the Bullies just because he pointed that direction, but I think it was, you know what, isn't the 2 arms out delay a game?
Let's see where they put the ball down.
I think that was the call, but I can't be certain, and somehow we've lost 3 minutes on the clock. Well, we're trying to get this game done, I see. So, all in all, it's a first.
Well,
it's a first down, but it's first and
20. So they marked off the encroachment penalty. Then
so that's not delay a game.
15 yards on the Bullies for a reason. Wide open, and he just overthrew him, and he took a shot. Oh boy!
Yeah, that was number 15 for the Bullies. Jaquan Mace was just a bit overthrown, and yeah, he took a healthy shot after that.
Well, all that will bring us to 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd and 20. Again, the Bullies aren't hurting for big plays here. You see that just outside of his hands, and yeah, that is a shot taken. Thankfully, he gets up pretty cleanly.
All right. Meanwhile, Steph Taylor on the carry doesn't get very much. So it'll be 3rd and 20. There's no signal.
Well, actually, it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and, we still 3rd and 20? It looks like we're more than 3rd and 20. But
no, it's still about 3rd and 20. They're at the 41-yard line. They need to get to the 21. Shotgun formation. Shelton receives the snap. Throws to his right.
And did he catch that? I think he did. He was never touched. Well, the Bullies say he was never touched, but that's Steph Taylor with the sliding catch. I don't think he got touched.
Well, let's see. I think they'll have a discussion about it. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't think Steph Taylor got touched, but the refs are asking for the ball back. I don't.
Near the first down mark.
Yeah, I really don't think Taylor got touched. Yeah, unfortunately, we're having a little bit of malfunction with our TV, so we can't look at the replay to see what happened, but
George Gibbs wants more of an explanation, and they'll take time out, will the Bullies.
So I think right now the Bullies are going to take a break. I think we're going to take.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Whatever it is.
We're back here at Green Branch Park in Elmer, New Jersey. They say 4th down and 1 after Taylor's catch. And Shelton again running to the outside. He should have got something out of that for a first down. Again, our angles are very bad here. I can't tell where they're running.
And I couldn't tell you how much time is left at this point. They have nothing on the clock. We're estimated around 2:10. We're trying to figure it out.
The most important thing for the Bullies is that Shelton got a first down.
Oh, and I think they're just, okay, I didn't know if Shelton was just getting the play or being checked on. Yeah, he definitely got plenty.
He has a pretty good motor on him, and he showed it on that play.
Yeah, they're only putting 45 seconds on the clock.
Again, the clock is taken on the field. The officials have the official time on the field, so we'll just have to wait to see what they indicate as far as any time changes. Up the middle, busting it to the right side, still on his feet. Very strong run right there. Jashawn Stokes-Williams just would not go down.
No, that was a really nice job to get the run there. It looked like he could have been stopped almost right at the line of scrimmage. Pushed his way through, and I guess that is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, both teams now going towards their sidelines. So we are through with 3, as they say, and our score at this point of the game is 22-12 in favor of the Bullies over the Cobras. The fourth quarter coming up in just a moment.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God, and He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, the two teams still swapping sides at the moment. But the most important number of the game right now is 22-12 as the Bullies lead the Cobras.
And the Bullies are threatening to score another. They had one on the run earlier, but another holding penalty brought that one back. But again, the Bullies aren't exactly worried about taking clock off. And let's see, looks like we're about 2nd and 2 after that play. Give him, was that 8 yards on the carry then?
Yeah. On the 2nd down play, handoff, busting it outside. Oh, good pursuit on the tackle, though.
And not letting him go is Jackson.
Yeah,
And
again,
Jackson was in there, and so was Ronald Walker.
Stooks Williams, who just ran.
Sorry, that's the wrong team for me.
Yep. Who did you want?
So Tamar Jackson was in on the tackle, as was number 10, William Dudley.
Got enough for the 1st down. That's the most important number.
So that is 1st and goal.
And it's just very hard to tell. Looks like about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, they're pretty close to punching this one in. And I see Lawrence next to Shelton there, so I have to wonder if he's going to get this handoff.
1st and goal.
He does.
Lawrence bounces it to the outside, cuts back in, and yes, touchdown, Carlton Lawrence. Boy, just a shifty run. He started to go outside, cut it back in, and gets across the goal line. So it's now a 28-12 game.
And I think there was a penalty, but it's on the Cobras, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I see yellow on the turf now that you mentioned it. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not going to matter, because this is still going to be a touchdown. Makes it 28-12. Gotta put 2 more up on the scoreboard there. There we go.
All right, so 28-12 in the first
we just
minute.
saw the replay there, and Chestnut was not to be denied on the touchdown.
Lawrence.
You know what?
We'll back each other up. That's right. Carlton Lawrence again just started to race to the outside and then saw the hole to the inside.
So again, the Bullies going to go for 2 here. Make this deficit even more for the Cobras.
The lead is 16 right now. This would make it a 3-score game and pretty much out of reach. Never say never, but 18 points means 3 scores must be made by the Cobras.
And in a short amount of time.
Yes.
We've only got 1 quarter to go, and actually technically less. We're a minute into this 4th. And the Bullies playoff live, or the Cobras playoff lives are on life support right now.
Yep.
Stay there. Stay there.
So we are awaiting a 2-point
Oh,
conversion
somebody is
attempt.
down on the field, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, across the side there, one of the Cobras is down. So that is what our little delay is. It looks like he's just, can't tell if he's getting, oh, I didn't know if he was getting his leg stretched out or not. He's just kind of laying there on the ground, so hopefully maybe just got the wind knocked out of him.
He's towards the sideline, so.
Well, it looks like he's going to try and get up. They are going to help him up. Always good to see.
Okay.
Yeah, they are going to, I think that's actually Jackson. It is, and he's not putting any weight on that left foot. That's usually not a good sign. As you see, a couple of the Cobras players, that's Maurice Atwell and Cam Bell helping Jackson off the field. And yeah, the fact that he wasn't able to put any weight on that 1 foot wasn't a good sign. So we wish him well as the Bullies line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, so the 2-point conversion. Shelton looks to throw, runs to his right, looking across the middle of the field. He's got his man. What a throw. And it's caught by number 3 for the Bullies. That is Steven Chestnut. So,
see, I was just a playoff. I was just a playoff for Chestnut.
That was a whale of a throw. Good scramble by Shelton to get to the right side, outside, and then a good vision to see Chestnut cutting across there and put it right where he could catch it. And the celebration begins right there by Steven Chestnut. So it is now a 30-12 score. And the Bullies are pretty much on their way to a victory today. Again, just a great throw by Shelton. He put it right where it had to be, and only Steven Chestnut could catch it. And Steven Chestnut caught it very well.
Yeah, it's one of those where you kind of lead your receiver to the ball. You put it out in front of him to where he can run right into the catch. That was perfectly executed, and the Bullies are rolling now.
30-12 is the score as the Bullies get set to kick off.
Now you take a look here at our sideline view of the Bullies.
We're early into this fourth quarter and the Bullies are pulling away. The only 2 scores of the second half. And they were successful in their 2-point conversions on both scores, so they have actually scored the last 24 points of the game.
Yeah, when this Bullies team is on, they can put up scores in bunches. It's that famous word from Coach Gibbs, dominate. When this team has everything working together, they certainly do dominate.
So the Bullies getting set to kick off to the Cobras. Ball is teed up. Once again, Zach Douglas will be performing the kick. Just waiting for the official's whistle.
Well, we got the whistle. I think we're just waiting for the kick.
Oh, they try an onside kick. It's not being fielded by anybody, but the Bullies pick it up.
I don't know what just happened.
That is number 12.
Why did nobody touch it?
Get this, Fred Blow Tidings. Nobody went for the ball on the Cobras.
Yeah, when it's a kick like that, you have to.
Oh, wow.
Well, when we said the Bullies smell blood, they smell blood.
Yeah, you go onside kicking with an 18-point lead.
They really want to be sure of a victory. I don't understand what just happened for the Cobras.
The Cobras they just
you
let
watch
it happen.
it here, yeah. That's not a kick you can just let go.
Yeah, they just didn't attack it.
There was some kind of brain malfunction there, because when it's a kick like that, you have to go for it.
Well, once it goes to 10 yards, it's a free ball for whoever gets it. So the Cobra offense the Bully offense back on the field. And Ryan Shelton over center this time. Handoff, sweeping that left side, some running room out there. First down picked up. Stukes Williams on the carry. Yashawn Stukes Williams, and another first down.
And again, somehow 2 minutes magically disappear off the clock.
You're right.
I'm gonna put what's up there, but I don't know what's happening. I have to think they're being told. I don't think they're just magically taking 2 minutes off.
I'm not sure what's the issue with the clock is.
Well, I think the officials are kind of like how we get updates sometimes on the clock if it's maybe not being run. Because it's not a situation where it's a running clock.
Yeah.
What's that, a 30-point lead?
It's not 18, I hear that.
Yeah, that much we know.
Again, Stooks Williams trying to bounce it outside, cuts it back inside. All that effort, but
he's still trying to.
Well, he tried to lateral it. I don't know why.
And nobody stopped the clock.
Oh, baby. We're seeing a little bit of everything now. Yeah, Sean.
I think we're having a clock malfunction, actually, because they look like they're trying to start it and it's not going anywhere.
Okay, all right.
So I think now we're just having a malfunctioning clock.
All that running by Williams, and he wound up right at the spot that he started. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we'll go with our clock now. About 10:40 to go, because, yeah, I think they just had an issue where the clock didn't want to start. I was watching him over there. He was pressing that button about 5-6 times to get it to move, so.
Shelton, pitch back, running to the right side, gets a block, and outside, Lawrence gets the carry. I think he took a pretty good shot out there.
Yeah, and they do go ahead and fix the cloak of AI. I think, you know what, sometimes we all just want to stop working. The clock said I've had enough. Okay, I thought he went out of bounds, but.
Well, Lawrence got the first down. That's the important
what
thing.
matters there, yeah.
And it looks like they're going to keep the chains up so it's not 1st and goal. Trying to capitalize on an onside kick. Shelton over center. Hand off in the middle.
Well, no, I don't think the play's going to count. Oh, well, okay, the clock. Okay. I don't know what happened, because Stooks Williams was gone.
Well, they handed it off into the middle of the line.
But there was no, penalty or anything, so. I don't know if that was just a.
So the Bullies now at the line of scrimmage. Shelton looks over the defense. And he keeps the ball, pitches it back for an option throw, and it's a touchdown.
That's number 7, who ends up being the recipient. That's William Walls. The Bullies are pulling everything out of their bag of tricks. They really want to let the Cobras know. I can't say whose field this is because this is a neutral location, but.
Was that Carlton Lawrence that threw the pass? I think it was.
I'm going to have to see that, yeah.
Looked like Shelton was just going to run.
Yeah, he pitches it back. Is that 3? That's Steven Chestnut. So that's the typical quarterback.
Yep.
And again, we somehow lose 2 minutes off the clock. I don't know what's happening anymore, guys. And the Bullies are all over the field celebrating, but are they saying game over? Oh, the Cobras are done.
Okay.
The Cobras have had enough, so it's going to be a 36-12 victory for the Bullies. At least I think so.
Yeah.
Well, they're pushing the Bullies off the field. I don't know. We got told that the Cobras were done, but I'm not entirely sure that's true. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening. No, we're gonna continue. So apologies for that. We were told that this looked like it was over, but Yeah, so that was, again, William Walls on the little misdirection. Shelton to Chestnut to Walls. And this is now a 36-12 game. Yeah, I don't know. The Bullies were celebrating on the field like this game was over. I mean, score-wise this game is, but... And they're going to go, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion catch by Ryan Shelton. I didn't catch the quarterback on that. I don't know if it was Chestnut or not, but make that 38-12, and yeah, the Bullies are just trying to run the Cobras off the field now.
38-12 is the score as Shelton catches the 2-point conversion, and the Cobras have just completely turned up the heat.
The Bullies.
38-12, Bullies over the Cobras.
And
well, we'll just keep it here to see what the situation is, because it looks like some helmets are coming off.
Yeah, I think we might be, I don't know.
The officials are in the middle of the field all gathered and talking.
You know, the Bullies are still lining up as if this is going to be a kick, but as you said, we've got some handshakes. We've got some players with helmets off, but so you see the celebration right there, the Bullies.
We're going to try to see if we can get the 2-point conversion, because you're right, it was Shelton that caught the pass, so obviously he can't throw the ball to himself.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was Chestnut, but we'll try and see.
Number 15.
Okay, so that's Jaquan Mace. He's caught a touchdown in this game. Yeah, the Bullies are pulling everything out. And again, we are now down to 4:27 on the clock.
All right, so the 2-point conversion then, Jaquan Mace to Ryan Shelton to create the
And the Bullies again go for the onside kick. And did they just recover it again?
Wow. Well, I don't know that you'll see too many back-to-back onside kicks.
Yeah.
Let alone 2 successful ones.
And now the Cobras are done. Now this game is officially over. So it is a 38-12 final. Teams lining up for the handshake. So with an insurmountable deficit here, the Cobras decide this one's over. That means they are eliminated. The Bullies, with the 2nd seed, they will face the Tri-County Owls, who won earlier today, and that means the Militia have a matchup with the Vikings next week, and we are going to be at that game, so we don't know anything about the 2nd game yet. We don't know if they're going to try and do a similar situation or where that game may be, because the Bullies are hosting, so we don't know if it'll be back in Bridgeton, if it'll be somewhere else, or where it may be, but we will have the first game for you, and to be determined depending on the location of the 2nd game. But it is a 38-12 victory for the Cumberland Bullies.
So the Bullies definitely put it together late in the 2nd quarter, and throughout the 2nd half, recovering 2 onside kicks. And our halftime score of 14-12 ballooned to 38-12 for the final score. So the Bullies putting together quite an outing, and they are now 7-1 on the season. The only loss coming at the hands of the Militia. So eventually, if things work out the way the seedings say, we may see a rematch of 1 and 2, which would be the Militia versus the Bullies in a championship matchup.
Yeah, both teams obviously have to take care of business in their next game. Again, the Militia facing the Vikings, and this Bullies team facing the Owls. And we saw, fortunately you weren't able to broadcast it, we saw a pretty good game between the Owls and Vikings. It was close throughout, but the Owls able to pull that one out to lock themselves into a matchup with the Bullies, and I have a feeling we should see 2 pretty good games next week.
All right, so the next week, of course, is the semifinal round, and the 2 winners will face off for the Northeast Atlantic Football League Semi-Pro Football Championship. Last year it was the Cobras that took it, but this time they're going to be watching from the sidelines.
So we will have a new champion in the NEAFL.
Yep. The celebrations, of course, happening.
And you like after all of that these 2 teams are still able to come together and kind of do a little powwow at the end.
Well, they were teammates last year.
Yeah, well, we saw a little bit of animosity today, but again, yeah, it's always good at the end of the game. It's sportsmanship.
And now a nice gathering in the middle field of fellowship as well. There you go. Yep, it is only a game. So the Bullies win this one 38-12. The post-game celebrations continue. More fellowship happening in the middle of the field. Some prayers going in there as well. You could tell there was a prayer session in that little grouping right there.
And a little bit more hugs, and I think we're about to see a rowdy Bullies team come to the sideline here in a second.
Yep, they're starting to dash away. Now, how we say, little team picture. We're going to take a time out here and be back with some final words right after this.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God. And He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God, and He's given you
The armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
Welcome back to Green Branch Park here in Elmer, New Jersey, where the Cumberland Bullies have defeated the Cumberland Cobras 38-12. Our two stars of the game, quarterback Ryan Shelton, running back / wide receiver / kick returner Carlton Lawrence. Class everything. But great job by your team. Now, the Cobras really came out strong. They led 6-0 and 12-6. But then you managed to put it together late in the second quarter, and the rest of the game was really all Bully style.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rivalry. We're both from Cumberland County. We were both together last year, so, I mean, we knew they was going to come out, regardless of the record, they was going to come out and they was going to fight. And it was going to be a little bit difficult at first. And actually, me and him had a little miscommunication. I let him say which one, whose fault it was on that first touchdown. But, no, we knew that was going to happen. We just had to stick together. I mean, we're a little sloppy, but we got it together in the second half and showed, which team is the better team.
Well, you had 2 touchdown passes in that first half. That big one to Jaquan Mace, that was 50-yarder. That was a pretty spot. What do you remember from that one?
Well, I just like Mace a lot. I trust Mace a lot. I met him last year, and I just knew once he started getting opportunities, he started getting targets. At some point when he gets that ball in his hands, he's going to do something with it. So I just had to get the ball in his hands, which I did, and he did the rest from there.
And then Steph Taylor caught your second touchdown pass in the first quarter. So you guys responded very well to their touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, we're both from Cumberland County. The way we play ball in Cumberland County is, we come out, we play hard regardless of the score, regardless of who we're versing, and, of course, we're versing another Cumberland County team, so there ain't going to be no quitting us.
And talk about the running ability that you showed today. You just sped away on a couple of these things.
I'm a little bit of an athlete myself. The kids I coach, they think I'm getting a little old. They think I'm slow. Sometimes I got to get a tape for them so I can show them, I can still run a little bit.
All right, so you say that Carlton has some explaining to do?
Yeah, maybe.
Go ahead.
It was just like missed coverage. Like, I thought he was there, but he wasn't. But we got it back the next drive, and he drove the ball down the field and scored. So I'm just blessed to be here, blessed to play football, and blessed to win with my family, with my team.
Well, you obviously you had a pretty big game yourself as well. So we said kind of a jack of all trades for this Bullies team. You can catch, you can throw, you can run, you can do just about everything. How kind of important is that for you? You're going to be on the field pretty much in every situation, but to show that versatility and show that you can be the guy that this team looks to in those situations.
Just trust my teammates, man. Like, they got my back. I know they always going to have my back, so I got to keep working keep being the leader and do what I do.
And we've talked to Coach Gibbs a couple times over this year and last year. The word he always talks about is dominate. Says when you guys are on your game, there's no stopping you. Dominate. How much of a philosophy is that for you guys, that when you have everything working for you, that's kind of in your mindset, that you know nobody else can play with you?
That's how we was brought up, man. We always dominated. Defense going to win us the game. They're going to win us the championships. And just trust the team, man. Like, I'm so happy to play with these guys. These guys are great. I just love the team. We got to keep working so we can get the chip.
And as you kind of mentioned, talking over there with Shelton there, you guys did start off a little slow. Kind of got in your heads a little bit. It seemed like there was a lot of frustration. Was there anything said specifically or done specifically that just allowed you guys to settle in? Because, again, once you guys got to your game, there was no looking back.
Yeah, I was in my head a little bit in the first half, but the coaches talked to me. The team told me they got my back, so I just tried my best, play hard.
And kind of lastly, we talked about on the broadcast, once you guys smelled blood, you guys really went for it. We saw it on both of those onside kicks, the last one at the end, kind of ending the game, so to speak. Was that kind of the plan for you guys? Once you got ahead, you were going to just continue to keep your foot on the pedal, just make sure there was no doubt that you guys were going to win this game?
Yeah, that's what we do. We got a bunch of dogs on the squad. I already know second half we was going second half we was going to come out the ball because we like a second half team, but playoffs we should be good.
All right, one other quick question on conversion where you caught Steve Chestnut running across the middle of the back of the end zone. Did you see him coming? Or was that the call of the play? Because that looked like it just developed out of nothing.
Yeah, he's the backside cross. That's the last read. You know, I could hear him screaming from like 50 miles away. Guys usually don't get to that last read, but I heard him screaming so loud. You know, I did peek and look at him, and, you know, he was open, so I threw it to him.
And it was a great throw because it was right where only he could get it. So I give you kudos for that throw as well. And that lateral, the hook and lateral kind of play where you pitched it back to Steven Chester for the touchdown, was that something that you've been working on? That was a great play.
We worked on it in the huddle. We talked about it, we drew it up real quick, and we executed. You know, that's what we're supposed to do.
That's called having a little fun and knowing you're in a situation where you can run a play like that.
Our two stars of the game, Carlton Lawrence, and, of course, our quarterback, Ryan Shelton. Go ahead.
Militia, we coming.
Oh, there we go. There's the domination theory that we're talking about. Our two stars of the game as the Cobras lose to the Bullies 38-12. We'll be back with the final word in just a moment.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God. And He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
Life on Earth offers some challenges. Things are constantly changing. Seems like we're fighting battles all the time. But you're a warrior for God. And He's given you
the armor of God.
Join Pastor Myers for this exciting series on how to be equipped to win. It begins May 5th at 11 a.m.
New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Many people.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and it is said that sometimes a loss in the season can be a turnaround for the team, and I think the Cobras, the Bullies, use that. I'm never going to get these two teams straight. The Bullies came back from that loss to the Militia 2 weeks ago. They won last week, and they certainly put it together today for a 38-12 victory. I think that loss, and George Gibbs talked about it in the pregame, how that loss kind of has turned around the incentive, the momentum, the motivations, and all that.
Yeah, usually something like that kind of points out your mistakes. You get a little complacent. This was a team that was rolling pretty well, was top of the league, undefeated up until that point, and you get a little lackadaisical. You're kind of like, well, we're rolling right now, so, we don't really need to work as hard. And Coach Gibbs even said that. Even in practice, they weren't really pushing. They weren't really going for it. So a loss like that really can turn things around for a team and be like, you know what, we still got to put the foot on the gas here. We're not done yet. We've still got a couple weeks left. And, they certainly did not take the foot off the gas pedal in this game. Even when they were up by a touchdown or two, we saw two back-to-back onside kicks. The second one ended the game. The game was over score-wise by then, but the Cobras said, you know what, good game. We're just going to go ahead and give you this win. And, yeah, once this team really got going, there was no looking back for them.
And, of course, next week the playoffs start. The Militia is the number 1 seed. The Bullies are the number 2 seed, and then the Owls and Vikings are the other two teams.
The matchup that we're going to go ahead and be up there for, that's going to be the Militia and the Vikings. We'll be heading up to Jackson for that game to be determined where the Bullies and Owls will be. We don't know that as of yet, obviously, because this game just ended. But stay tuned for that one. If it's a location we can get to in a timely manner, we could actually get a true doubleheader. We won't call that just yet.
No.
Because there was a chance we were going to have both today. Unfortunately, we didn't again. It was really unfortunate for us that we weren't able to call the Owls and Vikings games beforehand. We had planned to, just things didn't work out. But we were able to come out for this game. And it's a Bullies team that rolled pretty well. Aside from a little bit at the beginning of the game, took them a while to get kind of things under. Maybe it was just a little bit more of that lackadaisicalness. And even as in the interview when we just spoke to Chestnut, Lawrence, he even said I was in my head a little bit. So once they broke out in a big way, and they really showed why dominate is the philosophy of this team.
All right, we want to give credit to all our staff for the great job that they did today, starting with our camera folks, Ozzie Morey, Eric Carson, the on-field camera, and he got in the middle of a lot of things, as you saw. Not afraid to take on the pictures there. C.J. Stanek, our sideline reporter and cameraman as well. And working the cameras today was Ryan Narowski. Yeah, how about that? Yes. He's showing some versatility, Lawrence style right there. Our director was Rebecca Panchasim. Ariel Melendez, and yours truly, Fred Melendez. Glad to have you with us today for this contest. We'll be back on Monday for some more baseball action as Millville will host Absegami 4 o'clock on Monday. And then, as Ariel mentioned, the playoffs start next weekend, Saturday, up at Jackson, when the Militia of the number 1 seed are taking on the Vikings, right? There you go. I get it right once in a while. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you on Monday for Millville Absegami Baseball.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.